you ask your opponent if they'll play me after.
Ooh.
Because sometimes I just want to show you when I watch your stream and you play some games, you're sometimes not like sure maybe what could have been done. And then like if you're watching a game live and you can ask me questions, we can talk about things, and we can kind of, go through what I can ask you questions during it. I'm not just playing, but you can I can ask you questions. What do you think the opponent is doing, etc.
Right.
The second part is we could do a small theory session, but I think it should be after the first game, just so we can get the gameplay started. A theory session where I ask you what all 4 of the races that you play against want out of a game.
Okay.
So you kind of understand their ambitions, and then maybe you can predict their moves a little better as well.
Okay.
All right, and then the third thing is like, let's start with a game to start the evening. But if you have questions first, we can start with that.
Yes, I have. I have 4 questions.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. How do you deal with a blademaster in your mineral line once they're level 3? I'm level 3, they're level 3. They send their blademaster to my side of the map. He goes in my gold mine and my wood, and he starts chopping away. It's very annoying.
Yeah, it is. Remember when you played that Torrent guy? The single blade woody wood?
Yeah.
Remember when you had Blade 3 and I think I was watching you on stream and I left you notes on Discord?
Yeah.
Remember what I said about your blade?
No, I can't remember.
You had level 3 and he was like level 4 or 5, and he only had triple totem, 1 blade, no second hero. So he doesn't have hex. He doesn't have ensnare.
Right.
So there's no way for him to catch you outside of lightning orb. And his base was quite open. So you could just go like you were trying to solve that game with like, oh, torrents, I should eat the torrents, or maybe I'll try to fight it and so on. But there's many different ways to win the game. And when someone does something new that you haven't met before, you shouldn't just try to think of what it means and what it does, but also what it now doesn't have from the standard. So what he now doesn't have is Shadow Second with Hex and Raider with Ensnare. And he also didn't happen to have Headhunters. It was all Torrents and Walkers.
Yeah.
In fact, he skipped Rax entirely. So all of those missing parts tell a story of something that you could abuse. And it's okay if you don't know the answer, but when you do your post-game analysis, don't just think about what they have, but think of every single component of normal play that you've learned that they don't have. Because then you can try to understand why normal play exists and why his strat sucks.
Right.
Even though it owned
the
game against you. Yeah. So the reason that normal play like Blade, Shadow, Grand Raider, Walker, Kodo is a thing is because it can deal with anything, right? So that means that when you cut away something, it can't deal with something. So your goal is during the game, after or before, is to find out what that is. So in that game, you could have Blade harassed his worker line.
Yeah.
And do it as many times as you like. So then the only question you need to answer is, what do I do with my Shadow during that time? Either you're going to repel an attack because he gets sick of it and he shoves into your base, or he's trying to deal with it with all of his army, and then your Shadow can creep the entire map.
Right. But imagine the situation where he does have a Shadow.
Right? He'll have fewer torrents, right? Because he did like single blade.
Just I mean...
normal. You're talking about standard,
in like
right?
a standard game.
So that is where Raider and Shadow come in. So there is a certain rhythm, a certain metronome to the Blade Harass. Every time it happens, you're like, oh man, he's doing it again. Because you don't know the exact parameters of value. You think like, he could do it once, or he could do it twice, or he could do it 3 times. And after any one of those, he could go for an all-in assault. You don't know. So you're trying to be efficient, creep on the map with your entire army. You're like, shit, he's in my base again.
Yeah.
Right? But it's working really well for him, and he's seeing that you can't deal with it, so it's going to happen again and again. That means you can anticipate it, you can set a trap. Step 1, did you start with Mirror Image or Windwalk?
Windwalk.
Yeah, so you have the movement speed and the invisibility that he has. Yeah. So one thing that you're not doing enough is getting a Dust of Appearance.
Yeah.
In Blade Mirror, generally, you're almost always going to want to have one, especially when you know someone has Blade level 3. Blade level 3 can do like 3 things. It can force a really good fight for an opponent where they start fighting you with a single blade against your level 2 Shadow 2 blade, right? His Blade 3 is suddenly just starting to hit you. And you're like, what the fuck? Just a blade? All right, hex and snare, focus fire. All right, and then the rest of his army comes in, and now you've used all of your cooldowns, and he was just keeping you there and preventing you from creeping. So that's one thing Blade 3 can do. Or he can hunt you and then arrive synchronized with his shadow and then start fighting. Either way, he's hunting you. He's seeing you and you don't see him. Right. The second thing it can do is kill some units or steal some creeps and then get away. And the third thing is worker line harass. And the Blade 3 simply is a very known worker line harass possibility in Orc Mirror. So there's a couple of things you can do. You've got a 1 gap opening. You could close it.
Just full wall it?
Just full wall. Build another burrow. Right. That's one thing you could do. Now that's especially good if both of your tier 2 production buildings are outside your wall. Which has as a risk that a blade level 2 or 3 or grunts or
can come and cancel them.
Can come and cancel them. Yeah.
There's no winning with this guy.
Yeah. You can also temporarily cover for windows where you can't respond with a half wall, or like you build a war mill and you let it finish to 99% and you cancel it.
Yeah.
Like to buy some time. You could have a dust on your blade and kind of either you do the same thing to him. Because if he's Blade 3, maybe you're Blade 3. And if not, well, it's part of your loss condition. Not just how he uses it, but the fact that he has Blade 3 and you don't. So that has to be accepted just on a equality's sake. So if you have Blade 3, first of all, you could be doing the same thing to him.
Yeah.
And if you're not, maybe you are forcing a fight on his shadow with your entire army plus your blade. And the third option is that you go and deal with the rat. For this, your blade should carry the dust. Normally, shadow should carry a dust because blade is either with your shadow and you're creeping, then shadow has dust because blade has all the stat items. Right? If your shadow and blade are always together and creeping, blade has a lot of stat items, then dust goes on shadow. If blade leaves the shadow and goes to find where the enemy orc is, then shadow should have his own dust so that he can peel his own beans. Zijn eigen boontjes stoppen. So that he can take care of business. Like 1, 2, 3 ensnare and a hex together can catch a blade. But if you are setting a trap for Blade 3 to hit your worker line, then the blade should have the dust. Because what's going to happen is he starts chopping your peons. You put your peons in burrows. You start suffering gold deprivation. You send your blade back. He makes a judgment call of if he dares to keep hitting your burrow or now to go for your lumber peons or to windwalk and disappear.
Right.
If he's greedy, then your blade arrives on time. You'll hit him once, then dust. And you shut the trap behind him at the same time with the war mill.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, your shadow is running home. He chops the war mill twice. You have to cancel it. He goes out. You dust. You ensnare. First, maybe you hex, or maybe you ensnare. I think ensnare first is actually better if you have a choice.
Okay.
Right? And don't do both. Why is it better? Hexed critters that are invis cannot have collision ignoring. So if you have a full surround on a windwalked blade that was dusted, and you hex him, that is enough to keep the surround for the duration of the hex.
So you until ensnare runs out, then you just hex him and he stays surrounded.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, if you have 3-4 raiders, you don't need to be particular, right? You can do like.
I never have 3 raiders in Orc Mirror.
Oh, okay. Maybe you should.
Okay.
They're better than grunts because they kill walkers and kodos.
The problem is I never lose my grunts because my micro is so good. So I'm always stuck with the 3 grunts.
Holy shit, he's a natural. I'm really happy for you.
No problem. Maybe I can show you some games sometime.
I'll ask my opponents if they want to play you after I lost. Well, you're getting close to... you're getting close. Close. You have a couple of days left, maybe, almost.
Yeah. A couple of days.
For the goal. Okay, so then pro orc players in this matchup have learned that a Blade 3 dancing with enemy peons or stealing creeps equals death unless also have invul. Okay. So you can keep in mind that the punishment for revealing oneself in front of a shadow, a raider, or in a base can be, perhaps should be, your gambling should be death. It's punishable by death, this crime.
Yeah.
But if you have invul, then it's not, because you're not going to Windwalk Panic. You're going to first invul, wait until the ensnare runs out, which actually remains under invul until its duration, right? And then you're going to Windwalk. And then if, like, Speed Scroll doesn't work anymore. It used to. So, but usually Windwalk and invul gets you away, but not always. Sometimes they can still track you for the 5 seconds with Dust, Speed Scroll there, Shadow after you, with the Raider, and then still catch you. But it's much safer. Let's say that in pro play, the probability of dying with the Blade 3 with invul is used to be like 5%. Maybe now it's 15. But without invul, maybe it's 50-50.
Oh wow, that's very high.
Yeah, it should be quite high.
It's a cool risk to take though if you're a worse player.
Yeah, true. So that's how you can deal with it. Can you summarize the 3 ways to deal with the Blade 3 in your worker line?
Yes, return the favor, find the shadow plus army and just fight. Let the rat be a rat. And then the final one is to deal with the rat himself. Yeah.
And the 4th one is not an option, which I think was your response so far, which is ignore it and keep creeping. Fair enough. You had a plan.
Yeah, I had a plan. I think I won the game as well, did I?
I don't know.
Okay. The Woody Wood game I didn't, but the other one in which it happened, I think I ended up.
The Twisted Meadows game? Yeah, because he stupidly lost his hero or something.
Yeah, it happens.
I think he just fed his hero. It happens a lot to you, to your opponents. I mean, no, to your opponents. Yeah. So 3 more questions.
Yes, 3 more questions. Versus the Keeper of the Grove. I keep my units at home, but what do I do with my hero? Do I just track his bad boy?
So the usual playbook is that a keeper holds his skill point and he creeps 1 camp. That gets them level 1.7.
Okay.
And then they want to creep another small camp, and this gives them high threat because now they have both Entangle and Treants.
Yeah.
But initially, they hold their skill points. A couple of ways it can go. They can be level 1.7, scout you with Wisp, see whether you're creeping or coming straight across the map with level 1.0. If you do come straight across the map, they can try to take a alternative route, not through the middle, not through intersect, go around and go to your main and entangle and kill 4 peons.
Yeah, 4.
And then that gets them level 2. Alternatively, they can do the exact same thing I just said, but they keep Treants, and they come in and they summon Treants, and they cancel your second burrow 3-4 times with Treants. And they can even create walls for themselves, like they can break your wall off with the deforestation.
Yeah.
And then defensively, there's also things they can do. If you decide to commit a grunt or a headhunter, they can use level 1.7 keeper to entangle and kill a unit. This will generally cost 3 entangles on a grunt, 2 on a headhunter. 1 archer, 1 keeper. You will hit the keeper, but he'll drop to 150 life, 100 mana. He will get the unit. Maybe you deny it. He goes back, heals from Moonwell, and the fun starts again. Right? So that's some of the things they can do. If you don't disturb a keeper, they may just pick Treants, creep camp 1, then 2, then 3, get level 3. Maybe they do like evasion creeping. That's my term for when people try to take several camps across the map that are in less likely positions and then try to scrounge together a level 3. And then when they're level 3, they get entangle level 2. Fun begins.
Yeah, and then it never stops.
Yeah, so usually as an orc player, you need to understand that if you go Blade Shadow with Blade Shadow, Grunt, Shaman, which is the usual response against Keeper, if you're facing Dryads, you may be wanting to do an early expansion the moment you have Purge, so that you can get some cost-inefficient trades not to end the game. Because usually it's hard to just play like Blade Shadow, Grunt Raider, Shaman against Keeper. They could go in many directions. I don't know if you face Mass Hunters yet or not.
With like a fast 3 of life.
Yeah,
I face that. That's
with Alchemist.
Yeah, Alchemist.
Yeah. So there's that, and there's the Mass Dryads. I actually understand why people are massing Dryads a lot and doing more Dryad Bear than ever before. It's because Mirror Image is actually pretty OP.
So they want the abolish?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I've played like Keeper Mass Hunts, and I'll lose to Orcs, and they send like 2-3 images from level 3, 4, 5 Blade, and they send it at me, and I kill it all, which is 90 XP. which is nice, but it takes like 40 seconds. It takes a while.
Yeah.
And then they do it again and again and again. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Just ignore it? Dryads take care of that much faster.
Yeah.
But usually Orc wants to follow Keeper. Keeper got a couple of additional plans. They can do a super fast Tree of Life and then use Entangle to protect. They can do AP Rush, where they build 1 AP near your base. If you don't peel and Grunt Scout in the first 4.5 minutes of the game, they could suddenly be an AP up in range of a burrow coming from around the tree with 40 seconds of regen on it from a free tree eating.
Yeah.
And then Keeper shows up with 3-4 Hunters and an Archer and an Alchemist, and you got Blade, 3 Grunts, 4 Grunts, maybe soon a Shaman, and there's an AP there with fortified armor that if you leave it for 1 second, it will uproot and eat for free again. And then they'll make a Tree of Life behind it and go tier 3 at the same time behind it as well. And then if you are ever like baiting yourself into making a Demolisher, or if you lost any units, also game is over.
Okay.
So usually against Keeper, it's very important to... you should see Keeper as a tempo momentum builder. He's got extra cheat skills via Entangle. He's got extra units cheat via Force of Nature. So he has tempo, but he has less scaling because everything he does is dispellable. Well, I guess except Thorns. But many things he does are dispellable. And even Acid Bomb is dispellable via Mirror Image. Like at least on the blade, not on your units.
Yeah.
And so basically we want to scale into the later game. And that means we want to survive. And that means we're trying to check for and delay expansions. We're trying to check for and cancel Ancient Protectors. We're trying to limit unit losses. We do need some creeping. We do need some scaling, especially on the Shadow. But we don't want to get creep jacked while Shadow is 200 HP from tanking an Ogre.
Yeah.
And our Blade is somewhere in La La Land trying to look for some expo that actually doesn't exist. And this dude happened to think Keeper into tier 3 with 4 Huntress is actually a cool plan. So he's got no vulnerabilities, nothing to expose, but our Blade's in the wrong place and our Shadow is getting caught, entangled, acid bombed, and killed. So it's all about knowing everything. And usually that means just taking your Blade level 1, be it with 1 item, no item, 2 items, however the game is going to go. I don't know what opening you're using or what he's using, but the moment you find him, you basically have to become a Remora to a Shark. You have to stay near him.
Okay.
Never lose sight of him, keep following. And then usually what happens is the Keeper runs to a shop, buys a staff of Telegiggle, and then he staffs towards some distant creeping, utopia.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Clear.
Info. All about info and safety.
Yeah. Okay.
Keeper.
Yeah. Love it. Okay. The final specific one is versus Farseer first into Headhunters.
Yeah.
I have no general plan really. I think this is
playbook.
Yeah, no, nothing. I don't know nothing.
We talked about this before. You have scaling. He has tempo.
Yeah.
So you want to take away tempo and you want to build scaling. And the degree to which you do between the two, that's a judgment call. So either you're building scaling, aka items on Blade, and also you're making yourself safe because someone that has tempo, aka aggression possibility, you don't want to do greed because then you die, right? So against tempo and aggression, you should indulge in safety. Safety is the counter to aggression, and aggression is the counter to greed, and greed is the counter to safety. Right? So Farseer represents on this triangle of strategy, rock, paper, scissors. Farseer represents the possibility of threat, of aggro. So you need to be safe. That means you might make more grunts than you normally would. You're not going to go into 2 unit types at tier 2, but 1.
Okay.
So that you can make more grunts, right? You could buy more heal pots. Because the last thing you want is 1 Raider to pop out when he's doing some Farseer Naga 9 Headhunter all in. You got 3 grunts, 1 Raider, and a Shaman, right? You prefer to have 5 grunts and 2 Shamans.
Yeah. Yeah, Raiders are pointless.
Some Farseers do try to scale. It partially builds on the implicit threat that could happen but never does. And then they go to tier 3 and they go get Bloodlust or something. It happens.
Yeah.
Farseer can do 10 different things against Blade. So your job is to find out which one that is.
And imagine that happens. He goes to tier 3. I see he gets like Farseer, gets a TC with it.
You should do the same thing. Usually with either Blade Shadow Pitlord, Blade Panda Pitlord, or Blade Panda Shadow, Blade Shadow Panda, Blade Shadow Pitlord, something like that. Pitlord is for Howl of Terror, reduces damage a lot. Cleave is okay when he scales up eventually. You go Mass Grunts and Shamans and Bloodlust.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I like
pretty
that. Yeah. I didn't know that was allowed. That that was outside of the realm of possibilities when I played in 2009.
Yeah, it was. What did you do when you meet Farseers, and what happens next?
If they attacked me, it often was a close game and I won, or it was a not so close game and I died. If they were aggressive, and if they weren't aggressive, I lost every time so far.
Oh, if they scaled.
Yeah.
Because you had no playbook. So
I never went tier 3 once. Not a single time.
Right.
So I would go...
You don't have to, but let's say if you don't go tier 3, then you don't need to like end it per se. But you do want to have the appropriate army size and upgrades. So heal scrolls, like you have spirit walkers and raiders?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so let's say if he does show up with a 50 pop Headhunter Bloodlust army, in theory you should be able to have a 60 pop army with 1 armor upgrade.
Right.
Armor being good because the last thing I think he's going to focus is straight for your blade. So most likely he will focus grunts, which means armor gets value.
Yeah.
And then your blade will try to kill 1 by 1 unit, and your shadow is going to heal shit.
Yeah. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. That's a good playbook.
What's up, guys? My cucumber. 1 sec, sorry.
No problem.
It's tomato.
Yeah.
My cucumbers.
Thank you, DB Assault, for the Twitch Prime. Shout out to you.
Yep, I'm back.
I'm here still. Okay, this was a story clear as day, if you ask me.
Okay.
Then I have the final question, which is more general. This is a situation I often find myself in. I have an expo, my opponent doesn't. Maybe I just want to fight, maybe we haven't fought. There's still some high tier spots on the map, like some red bad boys, to creep.
Sure.
But I'm afraid to engage into them because I have an expo.
Yeah. Well, you can just ask yourself, if I take this camp and my expo dies, can I then win? And if the answer is no, then you don't go for it. Then you go for his main when he goes for your expo.
And if he goes for the creeping, I can also go for his main.
Yeah. You should always go for his main.
I always stand at my expo.
Yeah.
I'm such a StarCraft player.
Yeah, you are. Like, you...
I saw no... I've been thinking about this a lot. I can just attack him.
Go for his main.
Yeah, I can just attack him.
What is the number 1 orc identity?
Yes.
Raiders.
Yes,
We're base raiders.
Yeah.
Remember
Yes.
how much I like to go for people's main in StarCraft? Put a warp prism and then I force field the ramp against Zerg and then I warp 8 gateways worth of units.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that.
I somehow feel that next week when you have 4 questions, I'll just answer go to his main for all 4.
Every single time. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll do a Shaggy song.
I lost a lot of games in these scenarios. I think in the last week, I think I probably lost 10 just of me standing at my expo.
Can I show you a replay?
Yeah.
Did you see my game
Against a human?
Human last night? Last night I played only 2 games. Did you see
No.
them?
No.
Okay. Good. Then I'll show you.
I can attack him.
You can attack their main.
Yeah, I just didn't think of it at all.
Oh, this is the wrong replay. This is not it, right, guys?
Direct strike?
Direct strike. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Right, okay. Window capture. Window capture doesn't work. All right, I'll do display capture. Share your screen. This one. Okay. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. All right, so game started as many do. I go for Farseer, Headhunters. He's Archmage. This guy always fast expands. We're gonna fast forward a bit. Saved every Headhunter, and when they're this low, I always get Troll Regeneration.
Okay.
Very valuable.
Yeah.
Very good upgrade. It's 1 extra health per second. So then I only heal self the lowest ones and hope I don't get jacked within the next. This is like 6 minute 52. This is 6:54. Let me see. You saw a glimpse of their health. So this is. We saw them at 52. They were all like deep orange.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're like this. So troll regen is quite good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay.
I've been too standard with it. Actually, 5 days ago, I thought to myself, I should get this every game. It's so good. And then 3 days ago, I started thinking, I need to do it more situationally. So I figured this out myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So that's how I do it too, though I am a big fan of it. But yeah, I won't get it if they're all full life right now.
Yeah.
Right? And then I went Shockwave, even though usually it's War Stomp with Headhunters. But because he has an expansion, and it gives me options, Shockwave is much better for base trade. I decided to go for Double Bestiary, because he has an expansion. It gives me more Raiders.
Double Bestiary is pretty all-in, right?
As you will find, it's not.
Okay.
If you can get a wrap on his Town Hall, then you can try to go all in with it. But usually the version that goes all in is either with a Firelord second or with Shadow, so that you can heal them while they're attacking tower. It can, of course, be with TC as well, but I think it's pretty hard to like all in, because if they call Militia, then it takes another 40 seconds where you have trouble fighting. So I'm just putting pressure here. As you can see, I didn't clear any of the expansions yet, and I have a lot of money. So I realize now that my game plan actually is not working at all, right? I don't have an expansion coming up. Look at my face.
You're worried.
I'm worried.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling good. I have a lot of bank. I've got over burrow capacity. I have 1 attack upgrade on Headhunters, which is something I've been doing early every game. But where does it go from now? What do you think? Where do you think it should go from now?
This is a rough one as well. I'm sometimes in this situation where I have a lot of, I guess you call it momentum, but I didn't creep any of my expand spots. So you're kind of on the map, and you feel like an idiot if you go home now to creep just for your expansion spot, you know?
Exactly. So we don't. We go tier 3 so we can expo with a tiny.
Smart.
Right? Because expo takes 140 seconds.
And
which is
tier 3 also, yeah.
Yeah, also. And then you make it in 20.
Yeah.
Right? So it cuts away the window of opportunity to cancel it, which is so large, and it freezes you on the map.
Yeah.
Because you'll have to always zone for your expansion. It's a really, really long time. That's 2 minutes of freedom for him.
Tier 3. What a good solution to a problem that I've actually faced.
Yeah, I've seen even when you are tier 3, you still don't use tiny yet.
Yeah.
And you should.
Yeah.
The maths, tiny costs 600. Normal, 385. 215 gold more. How much gold do you get per minute? Per second?
Is it just 10?
Yeah, 10. So 215 gold, 22 seconds.
Yeah.
So you're spending 22 seconds worth of single base gold more from no upkeep. And you get it 120 seconds faster than a slow Great Hall. Which means you earn 1,200 gold more earlier from it.
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. Tiny Great Hall earns you 1,000 gold earlier.
Yeah.
But there are some downsides. If it turned out to be a bad placement, aka you place Tiny Great Hall, and that's when Happy shows up, which is always the case, because he feels it. He feels it coming.
Yeah, he smells it.
He smells it. Then you can no longer do takebacks. Yeah. Consider a slow Great Hall, despite having tier 3, to happen in one of 2 scenarios. One, you want to be able to have takebacks.
Yeah.
And 2, you want to be, you don't have the initial investment available, the 600. Kind of a bad reason, but it happens sometimes. And 3 is you do not currently have the opportunity cost affordance to send your hero home to go and place it.
Yeah.
But overall, in all other cases, in 95 or 85% of the time, you should tiny Great Hole over Great Hole if you can.
Okay.
That is if you are already tier 3.
Yeah.
This is more gray area. Should I now go tier 3? But I decided to do it, and then I got my Raider stuck, so I have to pound Turtle out. Okay, so I also added a Sentry ward. I saw you had a game against the Blood Mage.
Yeah.
One Witch Doctor would have been really nice there as well. Basically, anytime someone is doing something weaker than the meta, oh, there we go. I do a slow Great Hole anyway, because I'm not tier 3 yet.
Yeah.
And I had to TP, so I'm here anyway.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to leave my base. But yeah, anytime you're against something that's weaker than the meta, you are maybe allowed to go for a Doctor. Because weaker than the meta is both more surprising what it is. It's both more surprising to learn what it is. Like you don't know what it is, so you need to know what it is, and that Sentry helps with that. And it's also usually weaker in some form of way in that it doesn't rush you as well.
Yeah.
And so maybe you can afford it. Maybe it can help. So what would you do here?
In this particular game?
Against these 2 footies?
Against... Teleport back home. No, I summoned my wolf, send them back.
Yeah. Yeah, and I made a Bat Rider and a Doctor to kill them, because Bat has siege damage, so he doesn't get defend blocked.
Okay. Wolves wouldn't have been good, or would have been fine too?
No, I did all of it. Doctor,
okay.
Wolf, and Bat.
Okay, serious. You take it very serious.
I took it very seriously.
Yeah, it's probably good.
Here I just said I'll only focus heroes, no matter what. So I killed the Mountain King, and then Expo actually came up. I creep, and I base raid. So because of the sentries now, I guess you can't see my webcam, right? But because of the sentries, I see where he is. And from now on, I'm only going to base trade.
Sentries are so good for this type of stuff.
They're so OP, right?
They are legit OP.
I've seen you make doctors before I ever told you to make doctors. And when you did, you had sentries everywhere. Yeah. And I've almost never seen an orc that makes Witch Doctor and then places sentries as well or as enthusiastically as I do. I don't know why nobody abuses this, like even Lindfly, etc., until I saw you do it. So I thought, cool, he has an appreciation for vision.
Yeah, that was against the Blood Mage troll, who tried going Invis Mortars.
Oh yeah, on Autumn Leaves.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually, today against the Blood Mage guy, I also built a Witch Doctor.
Good.
Yeah, it just wasn't good enough.
Was that on Last Refuge?
Yeah.
But there were some things to discuss in that game. There's some, you had some problems.
I had a lot of problems in that game, yeah. That was a game where I went Shamans against the Blood Mage.
Yeah. Shamans against no Water Allies.
Yeah.
And so we have Pillage, so base trades are always better. We also have Shockwave, Chain Lightning. Then we play some Stasis to slow him down more. And we have a Fortified Burrow that we try to repair cycle. So if you can, you don't always have to TP out. You can actually speed scroll out, and then you earned 255 gold compared to him.
Yeah, even more for the Pillage, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm just talking about the item exchange.
Okay, yeah.
255 gold cheaper.
And because of the infinite vision, you can always outmaneuver him very easily.
Yeah.
So now it's just like you're map hacking.
We're waiting exactly as long until the final unit has no more vision of the right path.
Yeah. And then you just have stasis there. Oh my god, this is so annoying.
Stasis in main, stasis in expo, heal for free, save up units, Kodo jumps aura, demos, burning oil, second range attack upgrade.
This is desk smashing inducing, no? Like you
yeah. Guess if he GG'd.
This is no guessing.
Eventually I showed up, right? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna clap your peon. I'm gonna clap it. He sees the burning oil. He's like, what the fuck is this?
87 supply of crap.
The best part is he has this spell, but he's completely frozen by the manly orc army.
Yeah. He's never seen this before. This is the first. Oh, adios, Alex. Maybe next time. Beautiful game.
But I was behind. Shouldn't have let me get a slow Great Hall get up, to be honest. He had a really big army, and I was kind of afraid. But then I started base trading with Sentry. So what human can do against this is they need tier 3, control magic, and a flying machine. Then they can take all the sentries away.
Control magic. Oh.
Spellbreaker control magic is now a tier 3 upgrade. It always was, but for a few stat years it was tier 2. Reverted.
And they can take, then it's theirs.
Yeah, they can take sentries.
Oh, yeah, of course, they can just have a detector. It's not that broken at all. They just haven't, they don't think.
Yeah. Well, they don't usually have tier 3, so then they can't control magic at all. But also, it resets the timer, the timed life, back to 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
so then you have to remember where your sentries are to kill them, but then they take over your new ones anyway. So it's
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they'll always take it until we kill the flying, but then like they'll make another flying.
Yeah, you need to get like bats or something.
Yeah, but it's not worth 1 bat for flying.
No.
Flying is like 90 or 100 gold.
Jesus. Flying machines. They used to be called different, no?
Gyrocopters.
Was that just in Reign of Chaos?
Yeah. They changed about 6 names due to potentially trying to avoid copyright issues. Warcraft was originally maybe intended to be a Warhammer licensed game, but they didn't get given the license by Games Workshop, so they had to change the homework a bit. But they still had a couple of names that were potentially problematic, such as Catapult, Gyrocopter. What else? Wyvern. We still call it Wyverns, but they're Wind Riders now.
Yeah, it's a terrible name, Wind Rider.
Yeah,
much worse.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, as far as I know, these names are not copyrighted, but I think contextually within the knowledge that they built something and modeled something after a universe, I think that gave them cold feet a little bit more, and they just wanted to be certain that they're not so close with their homework.
I like it.
Yeah, there's no way Catapult could be copyrighted, but they just wanted to for the purpose of avoiding any doubt.
Is it because you also had it was Glaive Thrower and Ballista, right?
Yeah, Ballista Glaive Thrower. That's right.
Well, what is it now? Glaive Thrower.
Glaive Thrower.
Okay.
Or game Thrower. I call them game throwers.
They're that bad?
Yeah, they're bad.
I remember a game very long ago on Twisted Meadows where I think Moon put them in a Zeppelin.
I was just gonna say, Moon is the only one that ever won pro games with glaives, not in Night of Mirror. He would like beat Fury with glaive AP eating.
Yeah. It's so good. All right.
Pretty recently, like back in 2K4.
Very recent.
Yeah.
All right. Should we play some games?
Yeah, let's play. Remember to ask them for a regame against me if you lose.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that.
Oh. Sometimes when I watch your stream, I'm like, move. I want to show you.
Get off the PC.
No, but for real, it is, I think, one of the most educational things that you can have now is to be forced to watch a game against the guy you just lost to, especially if you're confused.
Yeah.
If you're not confused and you're like, I always beat this, but now I lost, then don't bother, right? Yeah. But more like if you think it's worth it. You don't have to ask it, but remember to maybe ask it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
It's a Night Elf. You can see it?
Cool. Yeah, got it. Oh, so when I said let's go, you're already in game.
Yeah, I already clicked it. And I insta-found the game as well.
Okay.
I've been going a bit back and forth on how I open against Elf. I don't know what I like the most. I've been getting a lot of mirror image, that's for sure.
Yeah, I like it.
That's my first spell. And then
14 mil, 15 mil, both possible.
Yeah, I like 15 mil quite a bit.
1 burrow or 2?
What does that mean?
Against Night Elf, 1 burrow attack or 2?
Oh, often 1. Actually, I think I always 1. No, actually with 50 mil, I think I do 2.
I've seen you do 1 sometimes.
I need to think about it. The one thing that feels weird is the voodoo launch timing. I don't quite know when to do that.
Post tier 2. You can't do it.
Yeah,
now.
you can do it. Yeah, okay.
It's weird because it's bad to do it. And mirror image should never do it because that's part of the gain of mirror image.
Yeah,
It's not needed. So the problem is if you go for second burrow, you can creep a lot, but if you just creep a lot, power creep, then Keeper can show up and kill like a bunch of headhunters. So we want quick shamans to purge Keeper, usually. It's nice that you have 1 peon on the left, so that you can block Immolation Demon Hunters. It's too far, the image, to block hits. You're taking too much damage on things that are not image. You have to attack it for a bit with both at the same time. Yeah. It's fine, just make another image. He didn't even get XP. When you split image, you need to attack your barracks with your grunt. Because there's no other targets for a bit.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. Messing up a little bit.
I like to take the shop now, usually. Oh, he's here. Check his item. Plus. Hit him with both if you're gonna hit him at all.
With both being all
Grunt
units.
and blade. There's no need to save your grunt and then hit him only with blade.
Okay, that makes sense.
You present a unified front. In this case, since image is doing nothing, you should use it to scout his natural, check if he's making a tree of life near his main or whatever. You know, your image could have been going places. Okay, now we know some archer count. Get circlet, dust. Expect he creep jack you, so do not begin. Just get circlet dust and go find, hit him, just hit him. Yeah. Keep hitting him with blade. You can't. Don't touch blade. You have heal self, so trading is okay. This is good. Okay, then you turn around, hit him with headhunter. You dust.
Oh, you actually do want to do that here?
Yeah, kill it. Now you're back. Now you block with the healthy headhunter. Put everything in your main. Put it in one control group and block with the healthy HH. Get heal self. On the other side. Put 1 peon in burrow, 1 in the other. Repair with 1 or 2. Block with peon. Okay. You can start hitting in. Load up your burrows, max. Yeah. Okay, good. Don't let him kill grunt. Okay, good. Let's heal up. Now, because you have to heal for 45 seconds, you should go somewhere far and not through the middle. Heal. Go bottom right or something.
Oh, okay.
And then get your second building ready. Okay, you're 1 peon down from usual, so maybe you want to remake a peon.
Did I lose one?
No, because you do this build,
19.
you have 6.
Yeah. Okay.
And then get fortified defenses ASAP.
Fortified defenses ASAP.
Yeah, get it now. And send 1 peon to the tavern and back again. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you saw me.
Yeah, you were seeing. So go to his shop.
This one?
Yeah. And he might be doing the Mercamp. So send image there and crit this without image. By circlet. Items on shadow. Or 1 item is okay. Send image to his natural after. Yeah, there he is. He's on Mercamp. Check him. It's Naga. Check him, keep checking.
Creep jack him?
No, keep checking.
Oh.
That's a dangerous miscommunication. You can creep jack him, you have a hex, but he's level 2. Don't need to, see where he goes next. He's already kind of done. Make sure to make unit. Do you want totem or not?
Sure.
Creep this to your right, to your right, to your right. Economy of movement is very important, so if you are here, you must take this. Next image, you check his natural and then his main. And your raider may die. Just cancel totem, it's fine. Make ground. Since he's like attacking with a lot, you can make a ground. Heal solve your blade. Mentally prepare for buying heal potion. There's no rush. Safe shop for sure. Hex, demon, and speed scroll on the rest. Speed scroll attack move. And then save any unit that he's attacking. Buy heal pot. Hex, demon. Yeah, give heal pot, give heal pot. Okay, just keep running him. Make units. Headhunters on the dryads. Blade is needing to attack. Hex, do you have Hex? Mana pot, Hex, demon. Kill that. Heal pot soon, needed. Use your raider. Heal wave, heal wave, heal wave. No, you don't have to use it. Don't use it. Then get the Naga. Don't let him get away. Just went to get a cup of tea at the shop.
I got served a little bit too hot there. Well played. Intense game.
Yeah,
This is the first time where my hands kind of did what your voice told me to.
Yeah, true. Oh, I'm on display capture. Huh? What? Oh, I was capturing Discord. Okay, cool. I was capturing the wrong thing, but it worked. Yeah. Watch replay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, your hands listened well. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been feeling that a lot the last week, where it's like, you know, there's some speed to things finally, but sometimes the brain doesn't know what to do yet.
Beginning to believe.
Yeah.
I don't see it yet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I need to do it again. My bad.
Oh.
Got it now?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I got it. Pop out.
Work complete.
Yep. Yeah, let's watch it fully from his perspective, since we know ours. His main, check his main. Yeah, so we don't spend a lot of time yet on what enemies want and know and how they do things. Part of your MMR leveling up and your skill increase will also be on recognizing enemy trends, which we haven't focused a lot on yet, which is fine. We'll build our own strength first. Just a small note, there's a couple of ways to build Knight of Base. This is the old version with one gapped openings that do some wisp block, and then the other one is the semicircle.
Yeah, and then the thing in the middle, you can put it there.
Yeah, either you put the AO dubs in the middle, or they TP and they hold the gap with the demon, and they're unassailable and they're ranged.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of... This is the old style.
Yeah. Yeah, I recognize this. I haven't seen this in a while. Most people, they do the...
Yeah, that's the new one. This is an old school player, which is why his hands were so slow. So,
poor guy, he's catching strays here. Plays one game every 3 weeks. He comes back and he's sweaty nerds.
But you know, he's got 6k salary. He's got nothing to be unhappy about. He hadn't picked his skill yet. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
So if you were not there, what happens?
Then he runs in with immolation.
Yeah, has that ever happened to you yet?
Yeah, it's happened to me yet.
You like it?
No, I don't particularly enjoy it.
No.
But this burrow can defend it, right?
Yes. By the way, I would put this burrow against the elf 1 slot to the right.
This one?
Yeah.
One slot to the right, okay.
And technically, you know, infrastructurally, it could be 3 slots to the right. It's still a wall off.
Okay.
Not 2, but 3. Like all the way till it's corner to the Great Hall. I think 3. Yeah. But like this is kind of a brazen burrow. 1 or 2. Oh. Okay. 1 or 2 to the right would be fine. And I'm not a huge fan of your 3rd burrow location, but it was okay because you have fortified defenses.
Okay. This is also the first time I got that upgrade, by the way, like this.
Really?
I mean, I've gotten the upgrade, but not...
Like this?
Yeah, this was crazy to me. I was like, whoa, before the tech?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is new to me, but I kind of liked it, you know?
You know, technically it should be Bestiary Totem, but because you have 2 burrows in front, I'm feeling uncomfortable. Because when he does a demon and 6/7 archer rush,
Work complete.
Yeah.
and you just TP'd out, well, you ran away, he ran away or something, but all, your blade and your grunts are all really, really low, right? And then I told you, you're gonna heal solve, and you're gonna walk somewhere far, because heal solve takes 45 seconds.
Yeah.
So if you heal self and you go near, you're essentially doing 200-300 damage to yourself,
Yeah.
while creeping something that was conveniently close for later, more healthy
Yeah.
adventures.
Yeah.
So anytime you have a red unit, it's nicest to go across the map and take something away from him that later he could have. I can hear
Yes.
that you know it makes sense.
Yeah. I hadn't thought of this at all yet, the concept. Good concept.
This is pure heal solve efficiency consideration.
Yeah.
Here, you don't even want to let it turn invis the moment you see it starting because you're missing so many hits.
Yeah.
When should you typically get 45 defenses? Someone asked in chat. Anytime you're willing to not... No, anytime you are deciding you're not going to defend your base if he attacks. If you don't get 45 defenses, and an attack could come based on logical expectation, on experience, and you're not there to defend it, you will lose the game if you don't have it. So you get it in order not to lose the game, and then allow yourself to leave your base to do anything at all. Unless you want to gamble. Like, maybe he won't attack.
Yeah. That makes sense. Where would you like to have this bad boy then?
To the top right of your war mill.
Here.
There, yeah.
Okay.
And why is that nice? When his demon goes in, and he comes to chase you down, then the 3rd burrow will, just like where it is now, will also help protect for deep penetration into your base. But what happens is, if he's strong enough and he shows up, let's say he's Demon 3, worst case scenario.
Oh.
Demon 3, 3 stat items, Naga behind it, 8 archers, and he builds a shop in your base.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen is he's gonna attack your burrow first, and you will lose it, and then he will attack your 2nd burrow, and then you will lose that too.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that burrow, he will kill the burrow, and then he will try to kill your shop. But shop has fortified armor. So shop is a better loss, even though you cannot afford to lose it. It will take longer. The more burrows you put to the front, the more implied odds he has to do an insanely all-in strat, and then get paid off.
Yeah.
We don't want him to get paid off.
Yeah.
Upgrade complete.
Let's watch his view. And his base. You are not looking at his base, because you're not expecting to see much. So it is a Hunter's Hole, it's 3 Moonwell, which means he cannot actually like fully heal up again if he drops low. This is, by the way, unacceptable, Mercamp. So let's take the Fog of War off and understand our pattern. So obviously I asked you to go far, you were low, he knows you are still low. Like technically, even if you went mid. See what would happen if you went mid to your natural?
He would have won the game.
You will meet him now and everything gets cancelled, then you need to heal self again, it sucks.
Yeah. What happens though if he attacks me?
Well, where's your fortified? Not started, right?
No.
Yeah, that was a risk. I consider that to be... Yeah, it is possible. It is possible. But he was level 1.
Yeah.
I think because he's level 1, I'm not expecting he's going to attack. And usually, while they're harassing you, AOW is moving into a certain location. Pause. And usually, while they're attacking you, they're moving Ancient of War into a certain location. And part of you playing against Elf is to judge their opening AOW location. Did you know where it was? Did you know it's... Yeah, you know, because I asked you to click his item. And you did it for like a microsecond. Did you see it in that time?
Yeah,
or
I
did
saw
you
class.
just-
Yeah, I saw class.
Okay, that was pretty fast, right? You saw class. You only showed it for like a micro moment. And we saw class, and therefore we know that he did his the troll 4, the 3-3-4,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So because
well, you knew.
Okay, you could know
I could
because
know.
this drops a tome.
Okay, yeah.
And go to the next camp.
This one?
The natural. This one. This drops claws +8, I think.
Okay.
Right, it's way too good, and there's no AOW. This drops the slippers and a tome.
Slippers in a tome.
Okay, so because he has claws, he has an Ancient of War in a location. Which 3 camps are near it for him to walk it? They always do it. If they don't do it, they're bad, and we don't care about being wrong against bad. Therefore, they're
buff.
100% doing it.
Buff
It's
or
either
buff?
here, or there, or here. Which one's the best? This one. And therefore, it's here, because they're greedy, of course. They want to be
Yeah.
efficient. It's not really needed for the natural expansion. Therefore, it's here, and that means that now, when you arrived, you could have gone there instead on faith. But if you do, you will stop him from getting the troll 6 for sure. But he will also hit you, and you'll start getting hurt. And he's not really getting hurt because of Ancient of War. So you need to like linger there, in and out for 30 seconds. You'll sustain damage. You'll do little damage. You will stop him from creeping it, and it might be worth it. But it would have to be on your intuition that he's here. I thought he's here, but I figured it's safer to let you check and creep, because that's guaranteed value.
Yeah.
So now you could try to react. Like, this would be another option. We could run there immediately, but we don't have speed scroll.
Yeah.
So it's a bit risky to run into a Naga. I heard that telltale frost arrow sound.
Yeah.
Shadow is showing up, which means you could start hexing and focusing Demon Hunter.
Okay. That's what you would do. You just right
Yeah, I
click
do.
demon.
Yeah, there's actually 3 things you could do. You could go for the Naga, you could go for the Demon, or you could hex the Demon and then just go for the archers. And we hex the Demon because it only costs 20 mana.
Right. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Because if you don't, what
Yeah,
happens then?
he's gonna mana burn us. Yeah.
For 50.
Yeah.
And hex is 70.
Yeah.
So, and the cool thing is, it's kind of like a noob cheat code. You don't need it. Sure, I don't need it. But if you hex, speed scroll, and A move, then the demon gets ignored because Critter has no attack prio.
Ah.
But it's nice for bronzies. If you take all your grunts, blade, shadow, headhunter, and you A move onto the elf, and then you hex demon, he will be ignored, which is exactly how you want your army to behave because he has the highest armor. We want to get to the archers. Killing archers is probably the best, but keep in mind that when that happens, Demon Naga will pick a target to kill as well, so you're going to be trading. Sure, I'm happy that we have Fortified here.
Me too.
Yeah.
Boy. That was nice for me.
Technically, Raider is better once you have Ensnare, but Walker would have been better before Ensnare.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Walker is very all-in resilient because of the spread, but Raider is of course nice in the aftermath. Okay, I want you to look at the amount of hits that Blade is not getting in the fight when he could have got them on anyone. So far, you're getting hits non-stop. You tried to give heal pot, but then you also moved, so Shadow failed. You're trying to get through the archer, now you go around. This is 100% necessary escape. I'm not judging any lost hits. I'm only talking about how many hits you could have that you didn't have. He's trying to block, you give heal pot, pause. Right after heal pot, you could start hitting back again.
Okay.
Because he's not going to die anymore. You have a lot of rings. And the rest of your army is fighting. So the idea is, if something is dying that may not die, you run it. But then the moment you have saved it, then maybe you should start fighting again. The same concept, basically, when his demon level 1 came against your blade, grunt, mirror image Headhunter at the start, you sent a 400 health, you sent a 400 health grunt away while your 400 health blade was hitting the 400 health demon. If you're gonna fight, everything fights.
Yeah.
Which means blade would fight now. Of course, there is some risk he could start hitting it again, but then you're getting free hits while he's chasing. And now he's getting hits on your shadow grunts while most of your damage is AFK.
Yeah.
You could, of course, do this and be like, I'm gonna heal Solve for a bit. And maybe that's the play, but I would say a good player will probably put one skeleton archer on your blade, deep into your base, which means you are not getting any heal solves.
Yeah, so this is a cheat code.
Yeah, and keep in mind, when he's doing an attack like this, we know he hasn't got TP already, because he lost it early game.
Yeah.
He is doing a level 2 attack. Usually, people try to get like a power spike like level 3. By the way, he completely screwed himself over. He could have like 5 dryads soon, but he decided to go tier 3. So the story that his move is making is I'm archer all in, I'm dryad all in, both of his plays. But his strategy play didn't actually follow the story of his behavior. Or if this is his strategy where he's going for bears, then he shouldn't be attacking. So he didn't have a clear vision of what he should be doing. He's more clueless than you are. About how to make your strategy fit what you're actually doing and manifesting. He's got a lot of gold, doesn't have enough lumber, went tier 3, but he has no way to use it. So it's a bit strange. Now,
You know what I think happened?
What happened?
I think he started thinking, you start thinking with like the second head, you know? You get a cool item and you get excited. It's like, oh, Book of Death. Run across the map. Let's see what that does if I press it.
You know what he should have done? Use Book of Death to creep laboratory and buy a shredder.
Really?
Yeah, you can absolutely just creep with Book of the Dead. It's 5 summons. 6 maybe.
It used to be 8, no?
Yeah, it used to be 8. You remember that?
Yeah.
It was like insta burrow kill because back then we had no fortified burrow at tier 2. So you would just move into a burrow and it would be a full surround of 8 skeletons.
Oh, it's very powerful.
You are being attacked not with the power of all in. An actual Night Elf attack at higher level will feel so much more difficult than this one. And this was already a bit difficult for you. But you'll be better as well.
Yeah.
But normally this behavior that he's attacking again must be met with a full response. This is why I asked you to make a grunt.
Yeah.
And that was not a one-time thing either. You should be making more because he's still essentially...
I don't want more raiders, right? I just want more grunts.
No, you can have more raiders because we've seen our first dryad.
Ah, right.
And if you had raider and used it, and you have a raider and you could use it, then that berserker wouldn't have got away from your blade 15 seconds later.
Yeah.
One thing I've seen you do in a lot of your streams and games, you ensnare up upon first meeting, which is fine if you focus it, but if you don't focus it, then you don't have to ensnare it.
Yeah, that makes sense as well.
Yeah, so we ensnare and we start focusing. Even if ensnare passes and the unit doesn't die, we used it to deal damage. That's okay. Or you save ensnare and you ensnare a unit when it's half-life. The moment you know and you will, finish it.
Yeah.
The moment you know that you can and will finish it. Now, remember I said you need to use peons in defense when you're being attacked. If lumber allows for it and if the attack feels serious enough. All hands must help now. So usually what I do is, if I do decide to fully repair the shop, which you don't need to, but you could also shift A click it to the left afterwards.
Yeah.
Then it's a queued action.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. So Blade, you do heal salve him, which is cool, and then you were like, maybe I shouldn't get it cancelled, so you're missing attacks.
Yeah.
Can go 1 time speed. Oh, look at the blade, look at the blade. So maybe you targeted him, but he's missing a bunch of hits. It's also fine to just finish off the skeletons.
We're under attack.
Mana pot, nice to not save it. It's very... Normally I don't like using Greater Mana Pot on level 1 Shadow. But you gotta use what you have at a moment like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pause. Completely unacceptable to not get an ensnares around here. Be it on Demon, be it on Naga. I don't know if you remembered that you already had ensnare, but this should only take 1 time normally. And even if the first ensnare fails, you could still press F2, get a clarity and a speed scroll, because Yeah, actually, I think in this moment I forgot, but he has no TP. We didn't check for staff. We didn't click his heroes. But at least one should die, and technically both should die, because you could buy a mana pot on Shadow, which will be available for cooldown again. You've got the same movement speed. Your heroes are 320, 320. Demon is 320, and Naga is 290. So if you buy a mana pot and you have an ensnare and the threat of another hex in 10 seconds, you know theoretically both heroes must die by your hand, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And now they did die, but not by my
your
hand. Yeah, that's not good.
Body blocks need to be better. You were just hoping a crit. And then you actually went, you would have had another hit, you know. You had a chance for a crit.
Really?
You had a chance for a crit, but you walked too far south. You could walk southwest. He went southwest, you went south, and then you missed an auto attack. And this was almost not a surround. The Blade Raider have a really big gap, but I think he just got caught.
Yeah, I got double caught.
And keep in mind, when he quit, he probably had 1,000 gold, 90 wood, and tier 3. You can't see it when someone is left, but with 64 speed. How did he die? The creeps were not done yet, so he died to creeps. He walked in hoping, thinking maybe it's nighttime or the creeps are dead. Remember, it will end before you can press pause. Okay, cool. Check his money. I think he made one dryad.
Upgrade finished.
Bear training. Yeah, so he ends the game with 1,000 gold.
Yeah, it's a lot of cash in the bank.
Yeah. I think you're right, actually. I couldn't even guess why he attacked. You're right. It's because of Book of the Dead. It's like the ring, and what Golem? The ring betrayed Golem.
Couldn't help himself.
Yeah. Okay, cool. You won. Therefore, you may play again.
Yeah. What a win it was. Very nice.
Well, kind of okay.
Yeah, better than most.
Yeah. You're probably top 10 percentile in Warcraft 3 now.
According to W3C, I'm higher.
Yeah?
Yeah,
How
5.3.
much higher? Fucking nerd.
Yeah, I just clicked it.
No, but how do you know what percentile you are?
That's what it says on the website, no?
Really?
Yeah.
Checking. This is news to me. I was just kind of pulling numbers out of my ass. Where does it say?
Yeah. Click the profile, it says it.
Hey, it's a pretty good service, man, W3 Champions.
It's crazy. I can't believe it. I've been showing all my friends.
I'm going to check myself. Where does it say? What? Oh, there it is. Okay.
What are you? 0.001?
0.4%
Ooh.
with Orc. Yuck.
Yuck.
Wow, but there's not that many players.
What about direct strike?
Does it say? Top 73%? Indirect strike.
Humble beginnings, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
Are you in
good.
game?
No, not yet.
Did you queue?
Yeah, I queued.
Yeah.
Instantly.
I mean, let's be honest, Hearthstone getting to 2K this fast is very impressive. It would have been impressive if he had, but he's only 1,800. Hold up, Nabore. Can you still return those flowers?
Hearthstone destroying Happy is real impressive. Yeah.
I mean, this is also not bad.
Very nice. I like it though. They have big expectations already of what's happening in the next few days.
Yeah. You started how many weeks ago? 3.5?
I started on the 10th of September.
Oh.
Yeah.
3.5 weeks.
Yeah, 3.5 weeks.
And you played 310 games.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. All with orc, I think. No, I think I played one with human, maybe? Is that true?
That's 13 games a day.
Yeah, sounds accurate.
It's not too bad for a content creator. Semi-pro.
Yeah.
Like semi-pro in Warcraft 3. You're obviously pro in StarCraft 2. Because I used to play 40 games a day.
Yeah.
But then I had no other life.
Yeah. Warcraft 3 games take very long compared to StarCraft 2.
Really?
Yeah.
I never played as many StarCraft games as I did Warcraft in one day. Maybe
Maybe Legacy of the Void?
that's why. That's actually why.
Yeah. I think people that stopped playing before Legacy of the Void, they therefore got way less efficient practice, because I think the first 6 minutes, not so much happened in StarCraft, like in Wings and in Heart of the Swarm, right?
That's true. That's true.
So like a lot of these kids, they started playing with Legacy of the Void, and they had like very high efficiency in their prime years.
That's why Clem and Sarah are outperforming.
Me, yeah, that's what I keep telling myself.
These kids don't know how lucky they have it. Don't you agree?
Yeah, they're very lucky. Back in my day, you had to wait 7 minutes, build 2 bases, know every single hex on the Forge Fast Expand against Zerg to not block your own nexus.
Back in my day, you had to sit around on Skype for 4 hours to get one decent game of practice.
Really? Was it that bad?
Yeah, like in 2006 or 7, BattleNet became like hack-infested cesspool. It was all about who could drop hack each other better or screen lock each other. There was even minimap ping hack, where any ping that ever happened would repeat until the end of the game every second. So if you had an alert, that would ping forever. And then you could only move your camera with middle mouse button. Edge panning and mouse keys stopped working, and minimap clicking stopped working. Only mouse wheel scroll drag map worked. And all these hacks were rampant from 2K6, 7 until 2010. And I think people forget like how neglected. Like, sure, Blizzard has always supported Warcraft 3 in some way or another in the last 20 years, which is cool. Like, the servers aren't dead, but there was quite a lot of neglect. Warcraft 3 came out 2K3, and by 2K6 the ladder was like dead. Only hackers. And that's why we had to go to like Garena, like GGTV, GG Client, Garena. Yeah, what was this about? I forgot what it was about. Lost in nostalgia. Oh yeah, and then in order to set up games on third-party server like Garena or Hamachi, you had to hang around on Skype, which was the major communication forum in 2K7. And then I would always be messaging like 10, 20 people, want to practice today? So it was always like, you're there for 12 hours, but you're only playing for 8, and only 2 hours of it was really useful, and the rest was like filler content.
Yeah.
Some practice partners were filler.
That was really rough. That was very inefficient.
Yeah, and I always had dreams like, if I could like practice in Korea or China, then everything will be nice, and I'll have constant quality practice. That was true.
Yeah.
No game yet?
No game yet. I restarted it to make sure.
I'm not sure if it's... it could get bugged, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true, but sometimes you just restart it. It's like, superstition at this point.
It's definitely true in Heroes of the Storm. I don't know if it's true on Dub Jams. What's Harstem's opinion about Night Elf?
I don't really care about them very much now. They're not on my list, you know?
It's humans, isn't it? On your shit list.
Yeah, humans. I just don't like them. They have too many things. They all play different as well. This is the sign of an overtweaked race, you know? It always has been as well. When everyone has their own style, that's not okay.
No, that's true. But you know what's also a sign of an overtweaked race?
No.
When everyone plays the same.
Yeah, also true. Yeah. Well, if everyone plays the same and they all win.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
That is this is a key factor as well.
Yeah. So it works both ways.
Yeah.
However, we need it to work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But-
Right now, also undead is a little bit on my. But this is due to my own arrogance. Is that undead was the first matchup where I think I could have a very steady plan almost all the way through. So I haven't watched a lot of replays of that. I watched like some replays in like my second week versus undead, and then I kind of set on a plan, and then I haven't checked a whole lot else. So I don't think my build orders or my game plan is bad, but I think I miss like some clues that I need to get from replays. I've just been a bit lazy with that.
Yeah.
But I don't feel upset by it, because I haven't worked on it either. It's like, how can I be sad that I don't win?
Do you think in your heart of hearts you're still a little bit undead?
No.
And therefore you have sympathy with their wins against you?
No, it's possible. I decided on this weekend, though, I'm going to do some undead work. So next week they'll stand no chance anymore.
Okay. Since you haven't found game, and there's something I want to show you.
Okay.
You can cancel if you don't mind, and we can try again soon.
Sure.
I will share a screen with you. I was watching this guy's stream. I don't know if you know him.
I've heard of him. Okay.
Yeah. So oh, I hear myself. Why? Why do I hear myself? Karsten?
Yeah, I don't know why you hear yourself.
Oh, wait, do I have my own stream open? The fuck?
Wait, am I also sharing screen? Oh, I'm also sharing screen.
Oh, that's why.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
It's good now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, it's fixed.
All right, cool. Okay, so you are in this game. I don't know how your Farseer got so low. I guess it's worth checking. Okay, so you show up. This is good. Try not to let militia hit you like this. Usually, you show up here. Okay, this is to be avoided. This is just a small little thing, but it's meaningful. You show up. You go for the lowest hanging fruit, the water Giggle, because he sends his Archmage away.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. This is to be avoided. You should be semi-circling around south way, southern hemisphere movement now.
Okay.
The problem is you're chasing things while walking through footmen, and this allows footmen to hit you.
Okay.
Oh, ew, you're playing against Lord Garethos. He's a massive racist. In the lore. In the lore. We humans need to stick together, these pointy-eared freaks. He's a racist against elves. Anyway,
he's also muted on Battle.net.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just role-playing. He might not be racist in real life.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, so your Farseer should have been going in a southern semicircle.
Okay.
If you want to chase, go in a circle, because now you're taking 3 hits from footmen and then almost 6. And now you took 5 hits from footmen and 2 hits from Archmage.
Yeah.
Now 3 hits, and that one actually missed the footy because he went out of range. So now you're already in a losing position. So go again backwards. Consider this. First hit Archmage to open up the allowance to have the hegemony, the dominance on ranged aggression. Remember what I said. I see you're not doing it yet. Focus the Archmage first to set the tone. You are the bigger dog.
Okay.
He's actually in an exposed location. You're right that he's the hardest kill to get, but you have to get started somewhere. So now you hit. You could have tried to lock him in with wolves. Put at least 1 wolf on his face. That way, because now he's 800 range away from you.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that if he hits you, it's going to cost him 4 wolf bites.
Yeah. Yeah, and then also it makes it, if he wants to deny his water Giggle, then he's going to take 2 more wolf bites.
Exactly. Basically, he's not allowed to stand still.
Yeah.
And there's turn rate in Warcraft 3, right?
Yeah, I know.
So the moment he walks away, in order for him to do anything with water Giggle or your Farseer, he has to stand still for a while because of turn rate. And this is actually also why we walk in semicircles a bit, because you're slowly adjusting and sacrificing mobility via gradually indulging in turn rate rather than a full 180.
Makes sense.
Okay, so you would immediately recalibrate. One wolf, one headhunter, one farseer, contra group 1. Other wolf, contra group 2.
Yeah.
At least that's how I do it. I don't know if you will like it, but this will allow you to use your group 1 to kill the water alley and then go to the footies. And then the moment you see Archmage try to get past your wolf, you can immediately hit contra group 2 and start body blocking him, rather than trying to box select him from that
select
long.
him, yes. Okay.
That's why we like these groups, because then we can you can get this. I sometimes get this in the zone blur vision where I start seeing things in slow-mo, and then I see oh, he's moving the farseer and bam, second wolf, and the groups help for that.
Yeah.
So I actually feel like it's in a way, I don't mean this badly, but I feel like it's hard to watch everything in one group here.
Yeah.
Because of the lost potential. So then his Archmage would have been taking damage, and then he wouldn't be as willing to do this. Okay, so that's about how your Farseer got low, and why you're yielding space. So he is creating a wealth of opportunity by basically forcing you back to your base. He gets the entire map near him, right? If he stands in the middle, the entire map is half a map away, and when he drives you to your main, some of the map is close, and some of the map is 80% of the map away.
Yeah.
Like his main. So what he can do now, because he did this, because he took Farseer damage, because he became the chaser, he can now militia creep another camp. The green one to the left of his main.
Yeah.
Had you been the aggressor and managed to get his Archmage to 350 health while you're still 400, then he would run the entire map across to avoid getting more wolf bites on his ass. Maybe he'll be forced to split footies from Archmage while Archmage runs and footies go somewhere else. He'll try to do evasion creeping, bring his Archmage here after your wolves despawn. He'll do one little camp with the Archmage, and then his footmen are somewhere else with militia, or he'll try to reconnect with the Staff of Telly. But now because he drove you here, he gets all these opportunities. That is not good, and it's all because of your micro at the second camp.
Okay.
However, all is not lost. Staying on him still matters. Your wolves have been alive for a while. They're low. You're allowed to resummon them. If you don't resummon them, you can't scout and send them forward. If you do, you can keep vision. Now, there's this thing that happens. This is a problem. First of all, your camera location is a problem.
Because they don't see if he turns around.
Yeah. And you have a mini-map, but I notice you don't always see it. Yeah. What's happening there? So the camera location is a problem. Keep him in your visors more. There's nothing to see here. Are you an edge spanner?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started using mouse drag, but I'm not suggesting that you can get used to that, or should. I didn't get used to it until Dota, and it shouldn't matter because you can edge span very fast. You have high APM. But yeah, camera should be better. You should see him. Now you're thinking Burrow, but he's disappearing from you. This is the problem. I was watching this live this morning, or yesterday. This is from yesterday, I think, right? Or maybe
Lord
this
Gyarados
morning.
was today.
Yeah, I was watching this live, actually. And so you go here. You're like, okay, I need my Burrow. I need a shop. Maybe he's on my turtle, you're thinking. I'm going to check. Oh, he's not here? Then I'll take it. That's not wrong by itself. The fact that he's not here, but you did maybe think he's here, then you have to take it. I agree. Because of the economy of movement. But now you're thinking, where is he? And this was kind of cute. You send a wolf to the marketplace where the Ogre Mage 5 is.
Yeah.
And so on. But that's why I wanted to ask you, what does every race want? And we'll go a bit deeper into this after this VOD or after the next game. But what does every race want? So, I guess we can get a small start on what human wants. What is the main human ambition when they see Orc? What are they thinking, you think?
I think they want to kill my burrows.
Yes, exactly. So would he go for the Ogre Mage? It will drop half of his footman to half life. He'll be power creeping. He'll get a big item, but he'll move very far away. So when you lost him here, I thought he's probably going to take the little green camp on the left. The one that's opposite the quote-unquote red spot, which isn't that red.
No,
but
it's not a red
still,
spot. That's a fake
No.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's level 64444. It's pretty good, but it's barely red,
Yeah.
right? But the one opposite it is a 3-3-2 camp or something with a purger and a skeleton.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's probably where he's going to go. Then he's going to get your green spot next to your base. Then he's going to go for your burrows. And I was watching that. I was like, he's going to show up at your burrows any second. And you don't know where he is. So you said one wolf to your green camp. But that doesn't make sense. Because all he saw was you were left in your main.
So why would he creep that? Because I could be creeping that.
Exactly. You have 3 options that are within the economy of movement. This one.
I can't see
green
your
camp,
mouse, by the way.
What? No, I know.
Okay.
I mean this one where you are now.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
From the moment you are in your main, you have 3 options. Orange to your right, which is also barely orange, but the orange to your right. The starter camp, right? The claw camp.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say to your right, the right of your main.
Yeah, I know.
And the green camp that you're scouting with the wolf at the bottom, south o'clock, 6 o'clock, and the camp that you just did. Those are your 3 options. And so there's no point for him to go to the small green camp, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the red spot in the bottom left too hard, the orange spot, bottom left too hard, shop gonna get found too easily, that turtle found too easily, his main too far away. Now, had he chased you to your main with just Archmage, I think he might be footman creeping his natural. If his footman had been missing for some time, that's a 4 footman, 5 militia solo creep on the natural. But because he used his footman to push you all the way back to your main, therefore he's got to find something near, but not the 3 most obvious camps, which is the shop, the turtle you just did, and the small green you checked at the bottom.
Yeah.
So what is there else? Only the little green camp that is opposite this goblin shop on the other side of the blockade.
Yeah.
So then he did that, and I think like he's going to show up anytime now in your burrows, and then sure enough he showed up, and you saw him get level 3, and he just did the small green camp, and he probably militia crept the small green camp on the other side, and now suddenly it's bad. And you should have lost this because you took so much damage. But then he decided he doesn't like life very much. And then you got that. But actually I don't know who won after that.
I won.
Yeah. But that Archmage was a throw, and he was so oh, this is a nice creep jack. Pretty cool. Yeah. So remember, humans want your burrows, and night elves want to move their Ancient of War to a secondary value camp. This is your major threat that has not been as obvious, so that you can keep that in mind to judge their decisions.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's all.
Okay.
That's
nice.
true. Can try to queue again.
What about undead? What do they want?
Undead wants to hit a 9.5 minute timing attack.
with destroyers, fiends, 3 heroes.
One destroyer and bunch of ghouls, or ghoul fiend destroyer. It's basically their first orb of corruption, their dark ranger higher, and then their first destroyer. And that comes at 9 minute 20 or later.
Yeah.
Earliest 9 minute, 9:20 usually. And then they will, if you don't have fortified burrows, they will kill 1 burrow and a shop, and then you fight, and that's bad. So sometimes Lynn, when he plays Blade and tier 3, he gets fortified and 1 watchtower, just to prepare for the 9.5 minute timing attack.
And 3 heroes as well, right?
Yeah, 3 heroes.
Lightning orb, and then you fight, yeah. With Berserker, Kodo with drums. Not sure if you can. Yeah.
If you have drums already, it's great. You can also be double Kodo sometimes. If you're just preparing for that attack.
Okay.
Can be 1 Wyvern into 1 Kodo into 1 Raider.
Yeah, I've been
Can
skipping the
experiment.
Raiders a little bit in that matchup.
Yeah, have you been skipping Raiders?
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been a trend in. This has been a trend too with people like Hitman or Lin not always getting a Raider immediately, because usually it will get Coil Nova and die, and the ensnare does not convert to a kill because of Frost Armor.
Yeah. Frost
So
armor is something as well.
Dude, this skill is very poorly designed. It gets full attack speed and movement speed slow at level 1 and armor. And then at level 2 and 3, it just gets more armor.
Yeah.
Whereas you know that like good design would be bit of slow, more slow,
yeah.
a lot of slow. And this is why 1 value point for a Frost Armor is the best value point in the game.
Yeah.
Broken.
Broken. Confirmed. Whoop. Another issue solved. Take it out, boys.
New balance cancel has been found for Warcraft.
Just like that.
Were you in the StarCraft balance cancel?
Yeah. Yeah. But what are you don't like the thought of it, do you?
No. I actually suggested a Warcraft balance
really?
cancel, but nobody wanted it. I asked like some Asian players, some Chinese players. I asked Moon, Infi, some others, and they all said no, thank you.
I think
I think they're smarter.
yeah, I think it can be quite a time sink, and also I think there is something beautiful to just having a guy that has full power by himself.
Like one balance guy, you mean?
Yeah, one balance guy just going hard. Yeah.
It's cool because the moment everyone has some influence, it becomes political and propaganda and stuff. And then you can start blaming players for tilting the balance in their favor, etc.
No, or worse, tilting the balance away from your race.
Oh, in order to what?
I don't know. The people is flaming.
Oh, yeah.
It's not strong enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think the fact that usually there's going to be some type of compromising, like some compromise is bad, rather than just having, like if you have one designer, you can completely follow like a plan basically. Well, if you're giving a little bit and you're taking a little bit, sometimes the good changes can get lost in the sauce.
True.
So that's
true.
I like the thought of just having one dude, but it is like, I mean, StarCraft just had no person.
Yeah.
StarCraft actually has less people working on it than Warcraft 3, I think.
You think so?
Yeah. Because there's none. So the enemy is better.
Well, you know, we had some balance patches the last few years.
Yeah, the balance patches are good as well. Like, they make sense to me.
Good.
It's actually good.
I think Warcraft balance is in a really good place.
Yeah.
Certainly better than what we had when you were active before.
Yeah.
Like, Orc had such a big advantage in 2008 over Undead.
Yeah.
And then Elf and Human had an advantage over Orc.
Human was very good with tower rushing, though, against Orc when I left.
Yeah. That's how you know Human is imba. Everybody and their grandmother does it. You know it's coming. You know when it's coming.
Yeah.
You studied the game and the karate, and you still can't stop it.
Yeah. I remember the Tome of Experience was just dumb as well, wasn't it?
So stupid.
Yeah, that was a
They
bad
removed
item.
it, but I do miss it. I miss it like old people miss, the bad times from before. I miss it when we used to be able to be racist. I know Tome of Experience is bullshit, but damn, it was fun to get it.
Yeah. I got ourselves a game, by the way. After I build my first burrow, I will show you.
Sure.
Let you in on the secret.
All right. Sorry about that sound. Just pouring some tea. It sounds like pee.
Okay, I shared. You can see it?
Ooh, yep, got it.
Okay, nice. Elf.
Okay. This burrow is a bit safer than the one before.
Yeah.
What do you want? We need more gold. We need more gold. Something you doing? What do you want? Something you doing?
Like a driving instructor, I'll only step in if it's needed.
Okay.
If we're otherwise going to crash and die.
Yeah.
But you will fail the test if that would happen.
Yeah. I know. I recently got my driver's license.
Something
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, so I'm familiar with how it works.
With how not to crash and die, that's nice.
Yeah. Also with how to...
Oh, yeah.
What do you want? We need more gold.
That was very stressful, surprisingly so, the driver's license.
More than pro gaming?
No. Anything better. No. Just I think the first few weeks were stressful because I don't know. Feels like you don't know very much. And it's pretty serious, so.
Echo Isles, they could Mercamp creep the AOW on the Mercamp, or they could do the top camp. Top camp can lead to Keeper Demon Harass. Mercamp, they can take the small green after, and then they can move the AOW to the Murlocs, which are orange.
Oh, Murlocs.
And then they can immolation creep 7, 8 creeps at the same time, and they'll be level 3 in 4 minutes.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Good prospect for me.
I am yours. Excellent choice. What task is there? Yes, Lord. For the Horde. Yes. Oh. Huh? Yes, Lord. What do you want? What task is there? Oh.
That's a lot of things, but not great.
I am yours. We need more lumber. Task is there. Yes, Lord. Work complete. We need more gold. We need more gold. Yes, Lord. What task is there? I am yours.
Quick item.
Task is there. Yes, Lord.
Oh, he's
What
Did you
task
check?
is there? Yes, Lord.
He got the right one. But did you check his item?
No, I didn't. I
That's a
checked
full
now.
vault.
It's, did you see what I did?
Full vault.
Yes, Lord.
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Master. What task is there? Yes, Lord.
Image can
Yes, I am
can
yours.
keep on him.
What task is there? I am yours. Yes, Lord. We're under attack.
Just let him fight it and you creep this.
Build more.
Big shot.
Yes, Lord. I am yours.
Just right in front of him?
Well, if he's coming, then you can choose not to creep it.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. For the burning blade. Excellent choice. What you want? Double. I am yours.
That's fine.
What task is there? Yes, Lord. Work complete. Yes.
You almost have level up. You can fight him. You can fight him.
I am yours.
Oh, you didn't image when you could.
Excellent choice.
It's fine.
Task is there.
20 seconds wait for shop.
Yes.
Awkward wait. But I don't see what else. No.
Yes, Lord. I am yours.
Don't see what else we could
Yes,
do.
Lord.
Yeah.
What task is there?
I was thinking of maybe asking you to creep the Mercamp, higher double troll, but you're so low you could get bashed and killed. Maybe go to the shop after this, Goblin shop. Since remember, we need to go far.
I don't know what Goblin Shop okay, downstairs.
Yeah, it also puts you near his natural, and for all we know, he's trying to do some random Tree of Life now.
Yes, Lord.
He showed up, mana burned, was level 1. His Ancient of War started at the top camp, if you remember, because that's the timing with which he showed up.
Yeah.
That means that the nearest camp where he's most likely going to place it for tier 2 is where?
I am yours.
Yes.
What task
So
is
we keep that in mind.
there? Yes, Lord.
That could happen soon.
I am
In the next minute, he might want to creep it.
Wait, something you're doing? Work complete. Work, I am yours.
Image.
Excellent choice. Yes, Lord.
Use image to attack.
What task is there?
Okay, you're going to use the end of the image to check for that AOW. Don't let it die.
Excellent choice. Yes, Lord.
Don't tank with that.
Task is there. I am yours. Yes. What task is there? Yes, Lord.
Control the image well,
What task is there?
to not let it die.
And obey. Yes.
Yeah, go after the ogre.
I am yours. Are you hero and obey? Are you hero?
Or just creep his natural, he's done. Right? Go creep his natural.
Excellent choice. What task is there?
He's keeper.
Yes, Lord.
He's
How do
gonna
we
be
know
keeper
that?
second, because he didn't hire Tavern Hero. Otherwise, it's better to creep the panda on the marketplace, if it's panda.
I am yours.
Do we send this guy across the map with the
You need
points?
+1 peon so you can afford Expo eventually.
Okay.
You need to get to 7.
Oh, we saw that.
If you could, click his item. A crystal ball is main.
Are you hero and obey? Yes, Lord.
Hey, is he going tier 3? He is.
Are you
Yeah.
hero and obey? I am yours. What
So he has keeper and entangle, so we probably want to just expand now. He doesn't have mass dryads, which means you're not going to die when trying to expand. Can even make one more peon. You know you'll need it eventually, and there's no shredder on this map.
Do I get hex or I don't care?
It's probably going to be hex, yes, because otherwise you get fully mana burned. One image to him. You want to know when he's going to entangle kill your headhunter. You want to know if he's done his Merc camp and Murloc camp. Crypt your Merc camp. Cancel a unit and expand if you can.
My Murloc? Yeah.
Merc camp.
Merc.
You're big. You want to create the biggest thing you can. Main doesn't need scout, you know everything. You just wanted to know where he was. Was that a Kodo?
Yeah.
Good. Thorns. Okay, creep the turtle 7 bottom right. It's a hard creep, and you still have time to do it now. Go fast. This one, yes. Keep a raider there to hire berserker maybe. Are you getting upgrade for walker? Keep it fast and kill the turtle 7 with only the shadow. You can start it, you can kill everything else. Leave when it's low. 7.
I don't understand what you mean.
Don't share XP from the turtle 7 with your blade.
Under feet. Keep creeping. We want heal scroll, we want to... Okay, fight. Fight and produce. He will cancel it if you don't stop him. Hex the demon. Cancel. Re-expand. Re-expand. Creep. Do I cancel this now?
Cancel. Check if he expanded. Creep. Remember, he knows where you are, Kodo. Did you know that?
Yeah, I forgot. I didn't think of it.
Okay, that's fine. Burrow, spikes, maybe.
Never got that before.
Yeah, it's good. It's percentage based. Heal scroll. We need heal scroll. He's coming. We don't want to fight with 50. Step back. Consider your great hole cancelable. Consider it cancelable. Do not fight now. Do not defend this. Get in a defensive position and go over as much as possible. Link up. Hex demon before he mana burns your shadow. Yeah, you can focus him. You have this spell, right? You can mirror image again. He knows which one. Okay. Remember that this spell. Split your walkers for wisps. Heal wave. Link. Okay, good. Kodo, walker. I'm not sure if he found his natural, so check it again with an image if you can. And go get clarity with shadow, and heal blade goes to invul.
So, do one more time.
Blade purchases from the goblin shop, shadow purchases from the voodoo lounge.
From the goblin shop.
And bring 4 peons to start long distance mining already, just in case you forget later.
Do I get a healing or an invul, you said?
Invul I think is better because you saw his micro. He's going to do the same thing next time. If you give him the chance to micro the same, which is focus blade by offering blade first, then he will go for the blade again. It's also gotten to the point where he spent so much money on items that he doesn't have the chance to win a trade war anymore. So just give him the blade, let him think that he has a chance to get it, and then invul will be better than heal scroll.
Do I get another berserker?
Yeah.
Who'd you want to kill?
I am yours.
Iwaniwanga.
Say no word. What troubles you? Oh, I am yours. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes.
Wait, what's the stop?
Work complete. I am yours.
Two images to see him coming.
I am yours. Yes, Lord. I am hero and obey.
So first make. Normally you would first make from your real buildings, and then.
And then,
get the
yes,
workers.
of course.
Yeah, you know why?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Lord. Excellent.
If you get surprised by, I meant actually to cover your flanks. See, I wanted to prevent this happening because now you're gonna get burned. Let's go dodge with walkers on the wisps. You can focus demon. Dispel the Kodo. Relink it if possible.
Oh, I didn't actually dispel.
Fine, you've won. GG.
I almost typed it. I was like, GG, is that a command or? Not have been a good look. This guy was very high MMR as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's like
Didn't look
2k. 2k.
Didn't look like it.
No, if you speak, I think now my hands can execute.
Yeah.
Which, let me see what he actually was. I'm curious.
What was his name?
Rivendell. Rivendell?
Rivendell, really?
Yeah, 2032.
Wow. Is that the highest you've beat?
I think I beat a guy that was higher. Let me.
I think I've seen you beat a 2K here.
Yeah,
Orc Mirror.
Yeah, of course, Orkmere. Once we're even. it's all good, boys.
Once it's not imbalanced.
yeah. That's it. Orkmere is no problem. I beat a human, 2027.
Oh, nice.
That's what I saw, but that's a while ago already. The 30th of
I may have
September.
seen it. What was his name?
Yeah, I already scrolled past it. I'm so fast. Yeah, I can't find it anymore, to be honest. That was before the Woody Wood game, though, so it's a long time.
Let's watch the replay.
Of this one?
Yeah.
Do you want to watch it? And I sit back?
Sure. Can you send it to me?
Yes, of course. I know how to do it.
Wait, no. Oh. Manuel.
You can
Hey.
download it. Yeah, it's so easy. Yeah. Wow. Fat plus 14 as well.
Yeah. I don't consider it halal that you lost your expo the first time.
Yeah, it's not proper.
No, that was not clean.
No, I should have speed scrolled.
Yeah.
Should have sped over. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Happens.
But that still was an okay trade, no?
This is not what I just downloaded. Yeah, it was a okay trade, but it didn't need to be, probably.
It would have been better. Yeah. Or should have been better.
Yeah. Open. This is not what I downloaded.
Do you want me to send it?
No, I should be able to do this.
It's the new technology. Don't worry about it. Let me touch the buttons for a bit. Look, you click this one first.
Everything is just changing so fast.
First, you got to go to match history. You know that, right?
Okay. Thanks. You young whippersnappers.
Yeah.
I got it.
Don't worry. I struggled with this too at first.
Okay, thanks. Okay. We'll go to the D-man. Okay, so he's late because he hit this trapper once, but overall this is mostly an immediate go-go. He could have bought another item. This is why it's very important, especially on Echo, is to check the demon. Because sometimes maybe they can buy another item already. Basically, the way that the marketplace works, it spawns a new item every 30 seconds. And it will choose an item, type, level, of the kind that has been farmed before
Right.
on this map. So if you see claws +8 and you know nothing else, you know they did their mercamp.
Yeah. Okay.
And if it's claws +5, you know they did this one or their natural,
Yeah.
if you know the map well enough.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't expect you to know well enough yet.
No.
Anyway, I want you to see which item he has, because one-on-one, the direct best item is Ring of Protection +4 if you one-on-one each other. It's better than gloves. Claws is a little better than gloves. And then what else is there? Does this drop superiority? No. Gloves, claws, ring. That's it, I think. They took away circlet.
Yeah, they did.
I think it's just 3 options. Okay.
You saw what I did there? I was like, I don't want to get burned. But then I picked up the item after my mirror image.
Okay. That pretty much gave it away.
Yeah, that was a clean tell for him.
Yeah. A couple of things you can do here. You can send your image on the trapper and then have your grunt hit it. This is what I call putting a timer.
Okay.
If you do nothing, then his delay tactics achieve anything he wants. Now, it is my opinion that he's not really delaying for much in particular, but apparently he hates high-level blade and has low creeping designs himself. So if you're doing nothing and you're dancing with him, then you are dancing with 8 population. He's dancing with 5. We don't like this because we're dancing with more. So to put a timer on him is by sending the image on the trapper, tank it, grunt hits second. Now he has to come in. Blade is allowed to hit it as well, or you can even keep Blade hovering here for a bit. If he goes this far, you'll start hitting it, and then when he shows up, mirror image disengages, does a bit of blocking, and you will finish the trapper with your Blade and grunt.
Yeah.
If he shows up and starts hitting your Blade, you will hit him back with your Blade. And your grunt and image finish the job. You wouldn't pull over your grunt and image because now you have stopped the timer.
Right. I like as well, I don't mind a straight up trade between the demon and the blade.
Yeah, it's good for you. Even better if you made shop right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Before second burrow. Because he has mana burn, he's not going to immolate your peons. It will delay your headhunters, but if you anticipate a trade, you can make shop. Otherwise, sure, make it in 15 seconds from now after you get another 160 gold.
Clean.
And the reason trading now is also not so bad for you is because you still have a healthy image. So even if you drop to half life, this image will see you through at least one more camp. Let's say if you drop to 200, he drops to 200. Right here, in the middle of the map, right? You can see my cursor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So if you both drop to 200 and your image is half life from the trapper and you finish this, then you would actually you would go creep this because he now has to leave. You wouldn't go to this camp.
Yeah.
This is too small. You've created a certainty of no interference.
Yeah.
But if and the good thing is it's so far from his home. When he's 200 life, there's nothing left to do on the map for him. He has to go all the way back home.
Yeah.
30 seconds. Then this is not up. You know this because you checked his item. Then he has to take the smallest creep on the map, which also happens to be in the safest place, which sucks.
Yeah.
So he does not want to drop to 200. He does not want to get hit at all. So anytime you threaten him hitting with almost anything, he will avoid the trade. He just wants to be here and burn you and waste time. So
and I also got the ring, which is the best.
The best for trading.
Yeah. So he can go suck it.
This was okay. Yeah, this was okay. I think your behavior here was okay for the given situation, you know. Okay, so when I asked you to do this, 2 seconds later, it was less relevant to start this camp. I would just go back here, try to trap around the corner. Blade here, grunt here, headhunter here. Because you see him and he does not see you. See? If you trap him here, you get another free 6 hits. Even more if you can start body blocking with image. Now, he's 350 life. So we didn't need this camp because, as you see, we had a 20-second window where we're not doing anything because we didn't make the shop when we should have.
Yeah.
Of course, we are talking. I've seen your stream. You generally will probably make it earlier. Probably. I don't think you had to move, actually. Did you assume your blade was getting hit by the poachers?
Yeah.
But that's not what was happening, I don't think.
I think at some point I had... Oh, he was shooting the headhunter. I didn't realize
They're
that.
shooting your headhunter.
Yeah.
It's only when you moved that they retargeted to your blade.
Wankers.
Yeah. But I think if you didn't move, because the headhunter was getting attacked, he has to PT. TP.
Yeah.
Work complete.
Because you knew you're going to level, there was a couple of things you could have done here. If you get that, and you would level from that, what you could have done,
Windwalk.
yeah, keep your blade near, do an attack. The moment his turn rate activates, now you windwalk. That means he will mana burn you for 7
Yeah.
and deal 5 damage. And you will get the final fate time windwalk auto attack, which is not the actual thing yet. He drops to 77. You're now in windwalk. And you've got 40 bonus damage, mitigatable by armor. Plus your baseline, average of 35. So you've got 75. He's 77. Headhunter hit, 69. Well, he does have mitigation 21. It's not enough. But if you windwalk past him, and you can get a second auto attack, that's death. So I see that kill potential. You could have done it. It could be a spur of the moment decision. You may actually regret it later, having
Yeah.
windwalk. But you also could know quick crit if you start, because he wanted to contest the poacher, right?
Yeah.
So if you start moving your blade in the direction of home first, and then you're confident enough to take the poacher with your grunt headhunter, your blade is already in position to do chop, move with him, chop, move with him, chop, all with crit chance.
Yeah.
So he didn't need to get away here, maybe.
Yeah.
Vengeance.
I do think you could have taken this, by the way, before shop, if you wanted to be efficient.
Work complete.
Positionally, not super efficient. It would take you 10 seconds to get there. You had to wait 20. So you go there, you creep it. Then you still have to go back, which is another 10. And then you have to go backtrack into the map again. That's why I asked you to just wait next to it.
Vengeance
Yeah.
for Surgeon.
You see how the thing we talked about, the
Yeah.
first game of the day,
I loved it.
how predictable it was, actually. And you
Yeah.
think there's all the options in the world, but actually this is the best. Therefore, this is what's happening.
Yeah. And if that's not what's happening, that's also okay.
We're under
Yeah.
attack.
Imagine I go up there with my hallucination and
Yeah. Better not. If you have a good feeling he's there, you don't want to let him know you scouted him. Right? Let's say you waited here for 20 seconds. You heal. You go into the map. I told you to go to the shop. You're here. You don't see him here. He's not hiring Tavern Hero. Would it be yet? Yeah, it would be. 5 minutes, see?
is it always 5-ish?
It's because he did Demon 1.7 harass with double Moonwell, 21 pop, Ancient of Wonders cancel, 21 pop, fast tech. So basically, the moment he moves out of his base, he's teching soon already. It's a few seconds later than yours. If you see level 1.7 Demon harass with burn, you can assume that it's going to be a 5-minute second hero. So the moment you don't see any concerted movement towards the tavern, then you can guess it's going to be keeper, which also happens to mean this is extra risky.
Yeah, 60 seconds of no second.
Yeah. Remember the Mercamp on Autumn Leaves? He has 4 archers, Naga. I'm like, I don't know. We have to fight with Frost Arrow. Shadow is still on the way.
Yeah.
But now we know it's going to be keeper.
We're
Yeah.
under attack.
So then all of a sudden it's 3-4 archers. In this case,
It's
3.
nothing. It's nothing. He doesn't have a lot of DPS. He has no crowd control. That means that you will only lose units if you're stupid.
I should have bought dust, shouldn't I, at the shop?
Yes.
Did I do that?
No, you never buy dust.
Should I also have bought circlet here?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably. Not if you're doing a super fast expo. But generally, the way that demon is suppressed and kept honest is by us doing like dirty stacks on Blade. I don't like to do it, but we have to do it because otherwise Demon 2 or Demon 3 can literally solo your whole army.
Yeah.
Thing you can do here, by the way, is you can leave one trapper alive. Sometimes it's nice so that you don't give them a free expo.
Yeah.
But usually the behavior for them to notice you crept it and then try to expand is pretty low. Usually they would be here and kill it anyway. So it's not a super good play.
But something to keep in mind that I could do.
Yeah.
Ready to work.
All right, so because we know he has Keeper, that doesn't mean we necessarily can't fight, but I will say it's unusual to willingly choose to fight on enemy side of the map with a Shadow 1. Because you must have wondered here, what's the next play?
Yeah, I honestly had no clue.
So generally, just the Orc playbook, we don't like to fight with Shadow 1. We like to preserve all that juicy mana and the 100% mana, current mana. We want that to become 100% current mana of 350 with level 3. That's when we do our first heal wave or hex. What happens if you start a fight now is you'll do 4 hexes or you do 3 hexes and a mana burn. You're empty, right? You'll get level 1.4 on Shadow, killing 3 archers, feeling like, hey, pretty cool, I killed 3 archers, right? He entangles 1 unit, kills it. Blade drops to 20%, 1 Headhunter is low, Grunt is half-life. Right, cool. I killed 3 archers, lost 1 Headhunter, but you have no mana, so what happens next? Well, maybe you brought Heal Solve Clarity, you'll get back up to 150 mana, you start creeping some stuff, you use the rest of your heal solves, creep. You're still only 200 mana by the time you get to level 3 or something. And worst part, if he shows up with 2/4 Dryads, you're going to be in another fight, but maybe you get a Raider coming in, you're like, okay, cool, I got a Raider, I'm going to kill a Dryad. But before you know it, you're in this long war of attrition, never during which you had a Shadow 3, and you keep regenerating on clarities. Maybe you get a backpack, or you have to walk all the way home. We're trying to avoid this because they will click the Moonwell, and you will click clarity, and only one costs money.
Yeah, and it's not the Moonwell.
It's not the Moonwell, nor the Rejuvenate. So you are ready to fight. He shows up here with Demon Keeper and 4 archers. You can start killing archers. You can do speed scroll, bam, on the keeper's head to prevent any entangles, right? You're probably not focusing demon, but you could start killing all the archers, or you hex and focus the keeper. You'll defend yourself like a badger, but we're not going to seek trouble.
Yeah.
And that's why we're going to our natural. Another really common thing for players to do in Warcraft 3 is mirroring. So after you take someone's something camp, to then take your own. Of the same kind. Like if you took their mer camp and then you leave and you got away with it, you got to take your own mer camp. I don't know why we do it. There's usually like a good reason for it. It could be partially psychological, but also like those camps typically are valuable. You wouldn't feel very good if you just stole a Murloc camp. We don't really see that as a big heist.
Yeah.
The big heist is stealing this camp or a natural. We don't generally steal enemy Murlocs because they're not valuable enough and they ensnare and poison and they're near an enemy. So this is usually why you see this mirror copying of first you heist and then you take your own. So that, because sometimes it's like, oh my god, they took my Ogre Lord. Well, I'll take theirs then. That's a common thought.
Yeah.
And so when you've already taken both, well, then they're getting none of that good stuff.
Yeah. And it's so much creeping so fast, this game.
Not fast enough. I saw you standing still sometimes.
Yeah, I know, but much faster than I usually do.
More faster than usual? Good.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have gone for this camp, I know that.
Absolutely. I would have stood at the expo.
Really?
No, maybe. I don't know what I would have done. There's no shot I would have done this. Not in a million years.
Our town is under attack.
Yeah. Instant speed scroll because he may cancel it, but we want to kill 2 Dryads if he does.
Yeah. I don't think I take
felt
my my boys with me. The 2 boys that I spawned, the mirror images.
Yeah.
They're hanging out.
Research complete.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do.
There was an interesting moment. Okay, so you saw him coming again. This is fine. I like your pre-spread. This was good. Low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. This is just opportunistic good reaction by you.
Yeah.
Entangle is only worth dispelling if you do it within the first 2 seconds, if it's Entangle level 1.
Okay.
Because it lasts so short on heroes. You can either completely ignore it, because when you remove Entangle, you also remove Link on one or multiple units.
Yeah.
So usually if he's focusing something and you want to save it with walkers, it's like disenchant Link. And make sure it's in the correct order, because if one walker is here and one is here, you may do it in the wrong order sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, if one doesn't have the right. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe one doesn't have the right mana.
Yeah.
And then the disenchant guy comes from far, because let's say this one has 80 and this one has 100. Link is 75. And this one is here. And you say like disenchant Link. He walks forward, he starts disenchant. It's cute, and then you link. It's like, okay. Even if you link 2 seconds later, it still happens first, because he was still walking.
Yeah.
So make sure you see the disenchant, then link. But yeah, like if you don't catch the entangle early enough, just forget it.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're not hitting demon here, but I suspect hex targets are hard to hit.
Yeah.
So in these moments, you can actually move your camera up so that he's easier to see, because it's 3D, see?
Yeah.
So move up and use a left click, which makes it easier to hit than if you right click.
Okay.
Because what I see here in the last 2 seconds is that he maybe have died. He could have died. He has 0 armor items. You missed like 2 seconds of hitting him.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
1 crit and we got him.
Yeah. Okay, then there's one misunderstanding. But overall, not a huge deal. I said make mirror image and check for his coming. So you went deep, but I don't want you to go deep. I want you to be flank protected. I would put one image here
Yeah.
and one here.
Okay.
That way you can do his pre-spread. What? See?
Phenomenal.
This is the illusion of safety and forewarning, but we want to be sure. And now they're also not coming back. You didn't go click them and bring them back.
No.
We just don't have it. It's fine. And this is what I wanted to prevent, because the expected result, because he has ultra vision, see? So he's seen you for a while. That's why it's so funny he didn't mana burn you. Well, let's get one dryad here, one here. And then I think there's something in the belly. No, where's all his food? Wait, hold on a second. He's 50 pop. 1, 2. Oh, by the way, this is the 3rd AOW spot.
Yeah.
On the time.
Yeah. And then they walk it into your base.
Yeah, probably. Or they like root it here for a late game XP denial, expand denial. Yeah, so he should have burned you, but he didn't burn you immediately. So now you could have actually hexed him, because now you're aware.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh yeah, burn. So that's always going to happen if you don't know where he's coming. That's why we put the image.
Yeah, I also don't... Okay, I'm going to be real with you. I haven't really been hexing the Demon Hunter very much. Like, at all. In my life.
Yeah, and you don't always have to do it. Like, technically, the fact that it even works at all is a massive skill issue on Night Elf side. Which is, we've kind of come to expect it by now, haven't we?
Right, guys? Stupid elves.
But Abolish counters it, which he should have many of, right? So the moment he feels would be the optimal hex time, he can already click a dryad.
Yeah.
And technically, hex should never have its full duration.
Yeah.
And he did abolish it now. I think it was actually with a wisp. Yeah, it was with a wisp.
Yeah, it doesn't count. Well, it's not intentional.
Hex on demon can be okay, because like I said, especially if it's mana burn level 2, the moment you prevent even a mana burn for a bit, it gives you a chance to walk away. Yeah. Against level 1, it costs you 20. Against level 2 mana burn, it saves you 30.
Yeah. It's energy saving business.
Yeah.
Insta dispel. I missed my dispel here 2 times, I think. As in, I didn't do it, but in my head I did it.
Yeah.
It also happens frequently.
He had 72 lumber, 512 gold. And 2 dryads AFK. I don't know what... Oh, wait, I know why. You're basically... The last 2 elves you faced, you both out-crept them, and they felt the mental pressure of that. They knew you were out-creeping them, and your defense was too good. they didn't get enough grip and advantage. That's why they're uncomfortable, and they are doing these chanceless attacks. And in this case, he also knew you're out expanding him. That's why they're making these kind of mistakes. That's going to stop at 2200 MMR, but it's still here. And this is already pretty good level, right? 2K, top, what was it, 5%?
No, this guy's higher. 1900 is top 5.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're approaching top 4% there, definitely.
Yeah, okay. So that's why you're putting mental pressure through creep speed and expand speed.
Yeah. I wonder how much of that is going to stay, though. When I have no one screaming in my ear to go fast.
Just don't stand still.
Yeah, right. That's how Bolt became a really quick runner as well. They just kept telling him to go faster. He's like, thanks, guys.
Every fast guy is someone that never let them stand still.
Yeah. Unbelievable. All right. One more?
Go next? Yeah, go ahead.
Click the wrong button. These have been some very good games. Like,
It's been good games, yeah.
Yeah.
Educational, predictive. Wait, am I still live, guys? Hold on 1 sec. My OBS crashed.
Oh, they're saying F.
I see myself frozen. Stop streaming. Weird. Yes, quit. You're still live, I suppose.
Yes.
Hearthstone's still live. I'm restarting OBS. Yeah, my OBS crashed, actually. And my Explorer too, because... Weird. Yeah, my Explorer crashed or something.
Can you restart it?
Explorer.exe. Like, I can't even see Task Manager.
It's just completely disappeared?
Wait, my screen turns black when I Control-Alt-Delete. Both of my screens are black now. And even Escape doesn't work anymore. Windows sign-in? What the fuck? I think I have to probably reboot my PC. Everything is bricked.
Oh, all right.
All right. I told them you're still live, so I'll be back in 2 minutes, okay?
Okay. See you soon. Man. Control Shift Escape. Entertain us. I can juggle if you want. I learned how to juggle on a holiday in Austria once. It took me 4 days of continuous practice, almost 10 minutes per evening. And at the end, I knew how to juggle with 3 objects. I never got to juggling with 4 objects. Felt like the skill level needed for that is much higher and the payoff isn't really there. Only people that know how to juggle with 3 things will appreciate how much harder it is to do it with 4. So for the ultimate party trick, like, I'd rather juggle with 3 things because very low time investment, pretty decent payoff. It's not really a good party trick either, unless it naturally comes up. It's like, clowns, huh? It's like, yeah, but they do know how to juggle. And then someone else goes, wow, juggling. I wish I knew how to juggle. And you go like, it's pretty easy. I could do it without any practice. And they're like, no way. Take a $20 bet, then you just start juggling. You don't tell them that you've been practicing for years in your room. I can also juggle with, what do you call these things? Bowling pins. And, well, bowling pins are too heavy. I did plastic pins. And like the circles. The usual party. I can't help that you're antisocial. This doesn't happen for you. For me all the time. I go to a party, start juggling with stuff. This is a standard build order, my friend. I had a friend, he could juggle 3 acts. It's not that hard to juggle 3 acts. Learn a couple of easy hacky sack tricks. You're set to appear multi-skilled. I feel like hacky sack is lower tier than juggling, to be honest. Card tricks? I'm not much into card tricks. I think they're not very impressive either. Like when someone else does them, I'm not so interested in card tricks. But it could just be me. Yeah, Grubby is gonna come back. He's working hard.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, he's back. He worked hard and he fixed it.
I worked hard.
Is your stream live?
Yeah, it's all good. We're ready. Let's go.
Okay, boys, piss off again. Back to where you came from.
We think the dad joke killed it? What dad joke? Is it good for the screens to turn black? I couldn't see anything anymore. It was weird. I had 2 black screens, but when I pressed Alt-Tab, it showed me 2 windows, even though I have like 6 open. One of the windows was Windows Sign-In, and the other window was nameless. Weird.
Very odd. Sometimes you have these issues where you just hope that they don't come back, and then they never do. It's a problem fixed.
Yeah, I don't problem solve this.
Yeah, you have these people that are going to Google for days, you know, like the niche forums to figure out what went wrong and how to make sure it never happens again. But like praying is usually a good way to fix it as well. Worked for the ancestors.
Sounds like a motherboard issue. No, it's just the weather.
Just don't worry about it, buddy. Okay, I found the game. Let me share. Share with the class. Got a human.
Oh,
It's exciting. Because human, to me, it feels like I'm better against human now than I am against the other races, but it also feels like I've been putting in 80% of my work has been against the humans, you know?
yeah. It was always like that for me too. 80% of my effort went to one matchup.
Yeah. And then at some point it becomes your best. And you're like, oh, see, why would you complain so much? Like, well,
Yeah.
God, I
And
wonder
then-
why.
I always juggled between being bad in one matchup. I would try to neglect one because it just needs so much time to be good in all 4. And there's always something that suffers.
Yeah.
Almost always. Like no one is equally good in all 4 matchups.
Yeah. You know, sometimes there's 1-3 that's really hard to click with your rally point.
Yeah. Then don't. If the peon has no lumber in mind, you can use G, left click. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then left click. Yeah. That one overrides the problem of not being able to hit.
Okay.
So it still won't work for rally, but at least it works for individual peons.
Okay.
Ready to work. Something need doing? Yes. What you want? I can do that.
Are humans the most played race in W3 Champs? Yeah, through all time, humans are most played on BNet and Dub Champs. Just the most popular. Normies.
Yeah. Are they
think
also
it is
the
nice.
Orc is the first campaign, no?
I don't remember. I usually like to take my wolves in group 2 already now, and then Farseer and all new headhunters in group 1. This way you can sick the wolves on AM, while Farseer remains agile. Since you didn't scout his natural, you're just gonna hit peasants in the main. Unless you see his archmage here, then you will hit the archmage.
No, it doesn't work.
You can hit the gold peasants over and over, the same gold peasant. They're the ones that never turn into militia. Keep running with Farseer. If he has many militia, keep circling. Yeah, just keep running, but do a circle around so you get near his main again. Wolf, resummon. It's okay if you lose sight of him, if you keep harassing main. He has no arcane tower. He might be creeping, it's okay. You go harass peasant. You can get attack upgrade now, ranged attack.
Me?
Yeah. I do this all the time now. It's really good. You have a window. Don't let him hit. Don't let him hit. Dance.
Ah. Oh, I'm stuck. Wait. Who's not allowed to be hit?
Your wolves are not allowed to be hit by militia.
Okay.
If he has 1 militia, fight back. If he has 6, circle. Circle around his mine over and over.
Okay.
Don't let him kill the wolf. Resummon. Oh, this is 6 bones. I play against him. That's your gold peon, bro. You just use gold peon to make burrow.
My eyes are open. My counsel. Research complete. We're under attack.
Okay, we're not gonna send wolves to main anymore. It's fine already. He had a very slow tech. You can start trading with footies. You have attack upgrade and 5 HH. Make shop. You can creep anything now. The size of your army. But you can just trade. You have attack upgrade. If he has no defend, you are 100% dominant. Focus AM.
Wait, everything?
Yeah, yeah. Watch his AM HP disappear. Okay. Keep one wolf on him and go creep. He is split. He's now not doing anything. Creep his turtle 4. Or hit him again. He's now not doing anything, so we want to creep immediately.
This is
Creep in front of his face. To show him your dominance. He's doing nothing, it's fine. Check your wolf timer. Okay. Fight wolves. Alright, cool. TC. Farseer and wolves in one group, HH in another. Because that's your damage types. Okay, cool. You can hit AM with headhunters.
Oh,
Whoa. Get troll regen. Try to block him from killing more. Block with healthy.
Watch out.
Yeah, keep running, keep running. He should not kill a single one. Keep running. Block better, block better.
Watch out.
Block both AM and Panda.
Of course. What you want me to do? He's believing. I have an course.
Wolves, wolves. Heal, endurance. Yeah, good. Okay, creep your natural. He's not doing shit here.
What you want me to do?
Tier 3.
tier 3?
Yeah, why not? You have money. You didn't make second building, so you might as well. Creep, 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 creep.
We're under attack.
We need to know if he's going Griffins, Rifles, or Double Sanctum.
One more
Send
time.
one wolf to main. Griffins, Rifles, or Double Sanctum. This is what we need to know. One wolf into his main now. The timer is running out. Deal. Creep the marketplace. TC heal self and yeah. See if you can see a heal scroll with Farseer.
We're under attack.
Double sanctum.
Double Sanctum. Okay. Get that. Then we're gonna go Torrent Totem.
Do we get this or no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We go Torrents.
Oh, money.
You can buy heal scroll, but you didn't need to get yourself cancelled. You could do it from a distance. So
Oh,
that's okay.
Okay. Didn't know.
And now we're gonna go to his main with TC with level 2. Okay. Run. You have heal pot, it's okay. Alright. Shaman production or the upgrade.
Yes, Lord Chief.
Heal up and then creep your lab.
Yes. Watch out. My eyes are direct.
Not this one?
No, lab. We want big. But you need to be healing your TC right now.
How can I do
Oh,
that?
okay. No, you didn't have heal self. Never mind. Bring wolves.
Yes.
Creep your lab.
How can I help?
This one, this one.
How can I help?
Everyone up. Oh, I would just go everyone up, but this is also fine. But now you have mischance. Put your headhunters on top of the hill so you don't have mischance. You can also creep with TC. It's okay if it get cancelled.
Still have mixed chance. I forgot about that. that existed. How many of these bad boys do I want right now?
You want Shadow third the moment you finish tier 3 and 1 Tauren in your 50 pop army.
And 3 shamans?
Doesn't matter how many shamans. You want 1 Shadow Hunter and 1 Tauren on tier 3. Shadow first, heal wave. Heal wave to deal with fire breath spam, see? Okay, creep turtle 7, bottom left. Yeah, this is good, this is good. Berserker training on Headhunter. He's gonna have Panda 3 when you meet. So, mental prepare to dodge or use heal scroll and heal wave, etc.
Wolves or no?
Yeah. Burrow overcapacity. He may have taken Expo. We need to know this with the next wolves. But go chain lightning level 2.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Because he has
Endurance
double
or worse
sanctum. Stomp. Because he has double sanctum, it's better to get CL.
Okay.
Okay, buy lightning orb with shadow. Because he's gonna have breakers. Can you heal self yourself? Can you start hit his main or creep more?
Wait, I don't have money for it. Should I do this?
Okay. This is not a big camp.
This one?
Do the red spot or his turtle 7. Pulverize. Oh, then he already did his turtle 7. Or he's doing it now. Yeah, he did it. Okay, we don't run into him. Take his camp. Take this camp and be ready to speed scroll out. This drops a claws or a pendant. It's pretty good. When you come back to your main, you're gonna buy lightning orb and put it on the Farseer. He's doing his laboratory now, maybe.
Which one do I put this on?
TC or anyone. You don't need to chase. It's a bait. It's bait. Go back and creep your own the same camp. Do you have pulverize?
Yeah.
Check 1 wolf. He's playing like he has Nacho, but don't send it through him.
I can't creep this now, right? Do I go next?
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's go next. Let's go over.
And do I creep or no?
Heal wave. Use heal wave now.
Do I
Don't
want to
creep
cancel
it,
one
you
of
don't
these
give
to
it
get
to
it lightning orb?
Yeah.
On
But
who?
don't let him creep the camp on Farseer. Don't let him creep the camp.
Oh, that's alright.
Yeah, you could have. No expo. Okay, good.
I don't want to go yet, right?
He has invis units on you. He's invising his panda to snipe you. Pull the camp towards you. He might be creeping it now. You cannot lose sight like this.
Oh, dang it, I actually washed him.
That's okay. You have lots of mana. Don't chase. Pull the camp into... Oh, he's creeping it. He's creeping it. He's creeping it. I told you, you cannot give this to him. That's not real. That one is real. More torrents. Okay, you can fight now. Group your torrent. Better if headhunters are a separate group, so you can speed scroll past him with headhunters and focus only casters. You have an attack move army, the torrent heroes, and the headhunters will dodge and focus only casters. You can fight. Good luck. He has invis, so he's gonna save things. Okay. Let's get dust. Oh, doctor. We need a burrow and a doctor after you have population again. Let's creep the red spot. You can do it fast. 1 wolf to tank. You don't need dust, don't need dust. Forget it. Creep the red spot top right. It's yours. 1 wolf to check him coming and to check his natural again. Keep moving, keep moving. You're losing time. You can get 1 armor upgrade too. Okay, you didn't creep it yet. Check both avenues of him jacking you. He's probably invis chasing you. Start it and creep the golem. Start! Keep the granite. Don't do any pull shenanigans. Everything on the granite. Headhunters back so they don't get clapped like this. Focus. Does your TC have enough space? He may invis steal this item.
Do I stomp?
Spam click. You can stomp. Okay. Check if he expanded to bottom turtle 7. He probably did. Creep anything small you can find and make 1 doctor and also make Tauren. Oh, there he is. It's not real. Check his army. creep the small camp, make wolves. We still don't know if he has expo. Heal wave. Or heal solve.
Don't have any.
Okay. Pendant should be on TC or Shadow. Alright, look at this army. We need to see it. We get a chance to look. I feel like he doesn't have expo. Why else would there be 8 peasants? Why is he even bringing peasants? Play Sentry. He's gonna invis gank you. Creep the orange spot at the top of your base and the green for Shadow 3. I think he's not Griffin switching, but we should know if he does. So see what info you can get. Only Shadow, only Shadow. Armor upgrade. Burrow. And we're gonna cancel that armor upgrade and stuff if it's actually Griffins. Can you see?
No.
Need to see. You can reveal too. Reveal with laboratory. And you have one more green spot for level 3 Shadow. You can use Cloak TC as a trap. Since you have Sentry, you can see him coming. You can stand with TC somewhere deep and then trap him. Alright, alright. Not Griffins. Good. Alright, then we have an amazing army. This is good. Second heal scroll will be nice. You've got the cloak. No, 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 Farseer! Farseer, don't give XP to him! Phew. That's cool. You can get another lightning orb on Shadow.
Is it even worth it?
Yeah. You'll see its effect on breakers. He's gonna fire breath you and then he's gonna kite. And then you have a yeah. This is what he does. Get the lightning orb. Get the lightning orb. Remember when the fight starts, speed scroll on your headhunters and completely go around. And then you're just gonna focus casters. He's expanding now probably.
Can I get this idiot?
Your TC moved, he knows where you are. Yeah, you can get him maybe. He knows you have Doctor now, so he's more aware. He probably knows I'm coaching you, so that there might be a Doctor. Let's get another heal scroll. What did he buy? Heal scroll on Shadow. Yeah, he bought both. Get Invul on TC. Don't have, right?
Our town is under attack. I stand ready. Use my power. Direct my blade.
Okay.
More Torrents?
Okay. He's behind you. Not the greatest place to fight. You want more space. Hug the trees. Okay, now you can fight. Oh, lightning orb on breaker. Pretty nice. You don't have to mass purge him. He's not the target. We want to stay back. If he ever comes, you attack with Farseer Shadow and kill breaker. Heal wave, heal wave, heal wave. Big scroll. Headhunters are fighting Panda. Move them back. Heal scroll. You're not getting any stomps, so TP out. TP. Heal wave and TP. Okay, we need a better fight location. You didn't lose much. Torrents are good, but you need more open space when you fight, and Doctor will get it to you. You have Sentry availability. Make sure you always have speed scroll, as many as you can. Don't waste Purge again on Panda like that. He's not your target. You A-move into him. You put your TC in the middle of the casters, and your Headhunters, which you are allowed to make more of, will go around and start focusing casters.
I didn't listen to any of that, I'm sorry.
No problem, no problem. Check if he has expo. Let's get a heal scroll. There's more. Remember to get the stomp in the middle of his army, okay? Stomp in the middle of his casters, not on top of his footman breaker. He's only level 3-4. You're much higher level. Heal solve again. Torrents need many love. Get a daring Sentry out this time. And keep your lightning orb heroes in front. Because not a good place to fight. It's a good kill, but not a good place to fight. You are actually allowed to expand. Slow expo, send Peon to natural. And also do some long distance mining already.
What do you want? How can I help? What you want me to do? Direct me.
Oh, he took it. Did you see that? Agility taken. That was his Archmage.
Oh, I thought he
Anytime
killed
you
it.
think you have a lot of space, right? If there's space, which this isn't. And we need a closer sentry, by the way. Do we still have Doctor?
Mr. Doctor.
Get a sentry in from the top without him necessarily seeing it as easily. We need to know if he's expanding. Wolf, needed to be way deeper. Needed to be way deeper. Wolf from the top, slide it in.
Yes. Direct me.
Yeah, that's a nice kill.
A wise plan. Right.
Is the expo? Yes. Okay, click his mine. Not for long, 1 or 2 minutes. You can go in. You have a lot of space on this expo.
Here?
Yeah, just speed scroll in.
How can I help?
Speed scroll in and past. And remember to use all your spells.
Direct me. Who you want me to kill?
Are you afraid?
I'm very scared.
Should I take over?
How can I help?
Wolves should be shift clicked on his button. Okay, yeah. TC into his casters. Go. Into his casters. Stomp. Lightning shield. Chain lightning. Heal wave. Headhunters on his casters. Go deeper. 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 Yes. Yes. Shadow is distracted. Heal wave. Stomp. Yes. You have a heal scroll still on Shadow. Use it. Shadow Hunter heal scroll now. Yes. Stomp. Chain lightning. Chain lightning. Oh my god. Chain lightning. Hex him. Go expand again. You don't have to look anymore.
Come on, give me a stun.
Hell yeah, brother. He didn't look. Don't you just...
This is an unfair win. I can't believe I just ran in there.
Yeah, you were like afraid. You know what it reminds me of?
No.
First time I started playing StarCraft 2 for real, January 1st, 2011. Pretty recently. 2 weeks in, assembly in Finland. I played this tournament against a more well-established Terran. I have like 8 carriers and 6 Colossi, and the enemy has like 5 Marauders and 10 Marines. And I was not fighting. Made it like a 1 hour plus game. Game ends. I'm like, whoa, that was freaking epic. And people are like, you know, you could have won it any time. Because of course you're gonna be afraid to move in because he's like posturing, and you have many bad memories of a human like AOE casting your army to death.
Yeah. Why was I allowed to build torrents? Was it just because I forgot my second tech structure?
Gifted a tier 1 sub
Because he has double Sanctum, he's going to have a lot of breakers and casters. Ironically, you may think that torrents are bad against magic damage, casters, and good against rifles because normal damage does bonus against rifles.
Right.
But actually, rifles always beat torrents in my experience because there's too much damage and too much timing. But the double caster, the double arcane sanctum build, usually saves money on gold. Spends a little bit more lumber, but it saves money on gold. Makes a lot of cheap casters. It's not very high in damage, so it's not very good at base attacks. But it does save money, which allows it to tier 2 expand. So double sanctum, either it tries to lock you early in like a kite war, or it tier 2 expands. And so what is good against kite war? Lightning orb. Because breakers are normally completely uncatchable.
Yeah.
But with lightning orb, they're not.
Yeah.
Every lightning orb proc is a death sentence if you have torrents that prevent him from moving into you.
Yeah.
And if he expanded and you get a bunch of torrents and he's trying to like hold with breakers, torrents don't die that easily. He also has fire breath, which is like, he went for panda, right?
Yeah.
So it's very good against like mid-tier, no healing army. So if you go Grand Raider, Headhunter, Shaman, and he has fire breath, every level 2 fire breath is arme stukken, ik heb pijn in mijn hart. It's too much.
Yeah.
Do you know that song? What's the word? Anyway, the rap from before. But yeah, every fire breath he does hurts a lot. And so tier 3 also helps with heal wave, shadow 3rd. All right. And because he's not going griffins, that's why torrents are allowed. So the main concern about torrents are rifle and griffins. Rifle hit too soon and do too much damage, and they will just kite, and then just kill them.
Theoretically, if he would have done a much faster expand, do I then just tiny Great Hall and bada boom, bada bash?
Yeah, 2 choices: 50 pop tiny Great Hall on your first torrent and shadow, or you can do a 60 pop all in.
Yeah, we bust him.
Yeah, and then usually I did this build with double totem. Basically, same as what you have, but double totem. And then because you don't have purge lockdown and no ensnare, then lightning orb becomes even more crucial because it's literally your only form of CC.
Yeah. Lots of new stuff.
When you were standing in your base and you said you didn't hear anything, so recognizable. I've already been impressed with how much you did hear throughout all of this, because when I was getting coached in Dota, I also wouldn't be able to follow all this. Like you're actually a lot better at listening to instructions while playing. It's very impressive, actually.
Yeah, sometimes I just pretend though. If I'm busy and I want to say sorry again, but then something happens, I'm like, oh, whatever. It's another time. So a couple of times I think I got away with murder, but yeah, it's rough.
I'm used to that. I have a wife, but like not being listened to. But you'll know one day, maybe. But anyways, what I said was when you were in your base for the fight, all right? TC War Stomp in the casters, Berserkers, a loose satellite strike force. You think they're backline units.
They're not.
But you can actually speed scroll them and penetrate deep. So now he has to choose. He fire breaths the Berserkers. Maybe that's what you're afraid of. But then he's not fire breathing your torrents and everything else.
Yeah.
Either way, you're splitting off an army, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, normally against like rifles, you can also do it, but you should do it from max range. So like you'll speed scroll, semicircle around their army, and then you'll try to isolate, kill some priests on the side. And that does work, but rifles will get you back good too.
Yeah. You run into these guys, they have a blast.
But these casters, they don't do anything against Zerkers. Yeah. And you had 1, 2 upgrades, 1 attack, 2 armor.
Yeah.
So they're really beefy, actually.
Actually, now that we're on the topic of upgrades, you continue your story, just plant the flag there for later if we need to circle back.
Sure. Okay, yeah, we'll plant the flag there. Okay. The Headhunters go on the casters, TC goes in, you heal wave on...
Sorry, one more time. If you also... I've seen this quite a few times where they do this also without Berserkers, but just if they're Headhunters, right? You just go in and have a blast.
Berserk has a unadvertised in the tooltip bonus movement speed when you activate it. It says bonus attack speed and damage taken, but it's also bonus movement speed. It doesn't say it, but it is.
Interesting.
But yes, you can also do it with Headhunters a bit, but you really need to use the 10-second speed scroll for the inbound, 2 seconds. Shoot one, shoot another, and then out again with the remainder of the speed scroll, ideally, because those are a lot more vulnerable. 100 life less, doesn't have as much movement speed, doesn't have as much attack speed. But it is sometimes possible to do that. Okay. Though if you have like 3-4 Headhunters and a bunch of Grunt Raider Kodo Headhunter Shaman, it's not really worth doing. But for like this type of army where you've got 6+ with an attack upgrade, super worth.
Yeah. Back to the flag?
Yeah, back to the flag.
Upgrades.
You don't get a lot, generally.
None of them, almost. Yeah. I think generally, most of my games in general revolve around 50 supply. Almost all my games are 50 supply. And almost all of my games are without upgrades. Almost all of my games are decided by my opponent attacking into me while I'm expanding. And then me holding with 56 supply. I think, or I win in the early phases. This is generally how all my games go.
Yeah. So none of. Oh yeah, and actually, that's also what happened today. The night elves both attacked you. One of them you had of expo. You had expo or expo threat. The other you didn't. They just gave up on life.
Yeah.
This guy neither expanded nor attacked, which was weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why we could get upgrades because it progressed.
Yeah.
And Kodos, Walker, Shaman don't benefit from upgrades. But we happen to go for two core units, Headhunters and Torrents. And while he does have Fire Breath, which bypasses armor, he's got many, many breakers and casters.
Yeah.
And so armor is pretty nice. Now, had he gone for Griffins, I don't think it's worth it to start getting loads of armor upgrades like this. There's more important things to do, like make sure that we also have Raiders or Bats or more Berserkers, 2 racks, Berserkers, whatever, right? There's probably something more important than that second armor upgrade.
Yeah.
But the first two, pretty cheap, pretty fast. We get them if there's an opportunity, and it hasn't progressed to one of you having Expo. And of course, if you both have Expo, then there's also a reason to upgrade. Usually we don't upgrade when one Expo and the other does not, because there's a pressure on one of them to make something happen soon, which means there may not be enough time to use upgrades.
Yeah. Yeah. Upgrades only in even situations that are going to prolong.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes a lot of
Even
sense.
economy situations, extended Twisted Meadows, one base versus one base creeping wars, splitting the map for creeps. Both have an expansion, but both have the vintage advantage, and there's not a lot of creeps on the map. There's plenty of situations where upgrades are good.
Interesting. Okay. I'll try to implement them a little bit more.
Yeah, and at least whether you know it's right or not, you can make a conscious decision. I think upgrade might be good now because I think it's not going to progress to anything
Yeah.
soon enough for it not to matter.
And it should be pretty easy to analyze after, right? That's nice.
Yeah.
A nice thing as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I think I'm.
that's probably enough, right, for one evening.
Well, it's enough. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna rewatch it tomorrow morning. Actually.
Rewatch the part where your brain couldn't take. Oh, and the sentries, the Doctor Sentry needed to be deeper, and it's better if he doesn't know you placed it. Otherwise, he can review it and remove it.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
I wanted you to go into the water next to the marketplace near the red spot, and then sneak one in from above into seeing his natural.
And if you do that during the night, they can see you.
Or around the tree. Because the casting range is 500 and it has a displacement effect. So if you cast it on top of impassable terrain, it will displace to the nearest available place. So you can actually cheat the casting range to be even further.
That's cool.
Yeah. If you do it wrong, you'll have 1 pixel vision in the forest.
Which is also fun. You can try again.
Very fun, especially for chat.
Yeah.
If you're a man of the people, you'll do it. I'll be watching tomorrow.
All right, sick. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, very good result today. You've come a long way. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for all the help. I'll be sure
Pleasure.
to hit you up again soon. And what are we gonna do with the show match? Because my time is almost up.
Yeah, when is your time up? Let me see. 30
Thursday.
days from 10 September. Friday, 10 October.
That doesn't exist, does it? It's Friday 11,
Really?
right? Am I crazy?
Friday, 10 October 2025. 30 days. Thanks, Google. 30 days from 10 September. Friday, 10 October 25.
You want to do next week Friday?
Oh, I didn't know which year. Yeah, sure. If wait, is it next week Friday? Let me check. 10, 10, 10. 10 is actually a Tuesday. Technically, you're out of time 8, 9, or 10, depending on if you see it as 28 days, 30, or 31. So yeah, you have anywhere from 8 to 11 to make your record.
Let's
of
do
top
Thursday
50.
then. Let's do it Thursday. I think that would
Thursday.
Be
All right, Thursday.
Oh, actually, no,
7.
Thursday I can't. Sorry, my bad. Do it on Wednesday then. Wednesday.
Wednesday the 9th.
Yeah.
Let me check if I can.
Wednesday or Friday, I think is better.
Wednesday the 9th. Oh, Wednesday the 9th is not super good for me. Let's do Friday then.
Okay, Friday.
We'll aim for the usual of 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Today was a little later. I had a thing. Cool. We'll see you in a week from now.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know who's going to be against?
I don't know. Is it fair that I am delaying that decision until I see your skill at the time? Like, technically, the best would have been if we had known
ahead of time.
30 days ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's do it
otherwise
ASAP now. Let's do it ASAP.
The ASAP now? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's... let me see. You are currently 1900.
Yeah.
You're the highest you've beaten is 2020 or 2050 MMR.
Yeah.
So it's got to be someone 21 or above.
Yeah.
Okay, let me take a look. I like how we are laboring under the assumption that I will pick someone and they have no say in the matter.
You, dear sir, have been summoned.
It's like a guy just wakes up with a massive fucking bounty on his head. Everyone like abuzz with the impending show match.
Into the Colosseum you shall go.
Let's see. Who cannot say no? We should do Accreate. What do you think, Chad? Accreate. He's one of my greatest haters for being anti-Night Elf.
Send him over.
He's part of like the Night Elf cabal of Redditors and Discorders that has like they have a hate boner for me for not liking Elf, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Sonic is no. Let's see. That's Hitman. Yeah, I'm sorting by MMR here, but it's not really working. Why is it not working? Here we go. Robinson is a possibility. I also have to think what race, right? I think Night Elf and Human would be most interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
It resets sometimes. Could do Techo, but he's a little too low. He's a cool dude.
2069.
Yeah. It's a bit too low. I think it should be 21 plus.
Yeah, I agree. But 22 is pushing it, no?
I feel like Robinson could be interesting.
He's an elf, no? I'm not great against elf.
Yeah, Elf is your hardest, and he has the keeper icon.
I hate these. There's a guy on ladder as well that has the Dreadlord icon and always plays Dreadlord. You'd figure he'd at least pick a different icon. Hide it a little bit.
I feel like, in a way, Human might be the most interesting.
Yeah,
because
I think so too.
kind of like there's been like the most sets of progression.
And I hate them the most. There's real hatred there, which I think is good.
But Sheik, though, Sheik is kind of at a good MMR level. I play against this guy all the time.
What about DH needs nerf?
I don't know him. Like, Sheik is old school. I know that, like, if I invite, he accepts. He's gonna probably be good for that. And he plays at this time zone, which makes it good. Simply Hunter is very under MMR'd. I don't know why this. Like, he beats me relatively frequently. So it doesn't feel... DH needs nerf, you said? Where is he?
I don't know. I saw him earlier. He was at a human at 2200.
I mean, it would work. I just don't know who he is. From Fiji? I doubt it. This is Chimiko. Oh, wait. I don't see a lot of humans. To be honest, Equilex would be pretty cool too. The guy I played against. He's kind of your MMR. Oh, he's direct striking too.
21.
Isn't that kind of the right amount?
That is perfect.
I think Equilex would be cool.
Okay, let's set it up.
I'll see if he's interested.
Yeah.
Equilex backups could be DH needs nerf if someone can find him, and otherwise we could potentially do elf, but I think human will be most fun.
I think so too.
Cool. I'll let you know.
Okay, for sure. Well, thanks for your time and your knowledge. And
too.
Have a nice stream.
Thanks for your good efforts. Have a good night. Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right, my friends. I'll see all of you as well. Not sure if I'm here tomorrow. Actually, I know I'm not here tomorrow. Maybe on Sunday. 1 week. How can you see more than top 50? You need to go to the W3C website and then you can see, I think, everything in like the different leagues. I can show you real fast actually. Why doesn't that work? Okay. Here. So this is the Grandmaster League. You should sort it by MMR, I think. And the lowest is like 2254. And then if you go to Masters, you can see like the next 100 or whatever it is. And then they kind of have like divisions that go down. So you have like Adept 1, Adept 2, Adept 3, 4, 5, 6. And in each of these, I think there's 100. Yeah. So I'm almost in here, I hope. I don't know where I am. Not here. Yeah, see, I'm over here. 1917 right now. Harstem. 54.8 MMR. Yeah, that's beautiful. 312 games. All right. I'm actually gonna go sleep, boys. It's late. It's time for me to hit the shack. Love you all platonically. And I'll see you all tomorrow. No, Sunday or Monday. We'll see. Ciao, ciao.